because we all kind of vaguely remember Gremlin battle, energy, big hurt, uh, yada yada.
Hmm.
But I will ask. So that was last Thursday. It is now basically a week and change. So the following Saturday. What has everybody done in the last week after the craziness of that? I guess I should probably like call somebody out. So I'll roll Cam. It's Cam.
Did you actually roll or you just
I did.
okay?
I rolled.
You
It just
said it
didn't.
before you finished the
I
sentence. So
rolled.
you're
It
like,
just.
fuck it, Cam.
I rolled. It just didn't roll very well. So it just palmed onto the side. Just clunked. Like
Okay.
yeah.
It said, Ted, you're fucked.
Yeah. It was the 6, and I like rolled it sideways and it went thunk 6.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A week's worth of downtime for Cam. What does that look like? There is a certain amount of routine to some of his days because he does. This is his profession. This is his job. He's here at Beeman Bay for not just the occasional wild electricity gremlin, but also the regular stuff. So he does go about his routine. There are occasional trips to one of the parks in town where he throws bread and frozen peas into the pond. There is
Aw.
nothing in the pond.
Yeah.
There are no birds. There's no nothing, but he does it anyway.
Wait, is
He
that
does
because
that.
it's winter, or is like there's just never birds in this pond?
There's just never
Ooh, the
birds
plot
in the
thickens.
pond.
Yeah.
But
I didn't have any strong opinions about whether there were birds in the pond, but now there's no birds in the pond.
there's just no birds in that pond ever.
That's what he
It's
said.
just the way it is. But
Yeah.
still go there, throw stuff in. There's no fish or anything like that. Even though he's been here for years, he does take some time to finish settling into his apartment, like unpacking the occasional box. Takes like 3 days to unpack one box because it's just like, yeah, I should just put that here. And
Uh-huh.
then like you've walked away from the box, it no longer exists, so we don't have to worry about unpacking the rest of it. A lot of the 9 to 5, checking his email, responding to like one email a week. It's
Uh-huh.
one
Do you
unautomated email. There are other emails that are like the daily reminders.
Yeah. Do you send in a report?
Yeah, he does take the time to send in a
Yeah.
report on the electricity gremlins.
Any like questions you ask or like follow-ups you have for the agency?
Nope. No,
Okay.
no questions. Just does his best to go down exactly the steps that were taken to contain and or defeat the creatures. Notes that there, I think, is still one trapped in a car battery somewhere. Actually, I guess that does bring up the question of, hey, what should I do with this? Like, what we have one of these things. Is that something I should be concerned about?
The one you have, once you got back to the car and opened them up, they disappeared.
Okay, well then that fact also gets put into the report.
Mm-hmm. Once the big one died, it seemed to cause some chain reaction that killed all the little ones.
I like that.
Cam, you get back there are several codes that mean like various levels of job well done. The code you get back on this one is essentially it is you have won a coupon for TGI Fridays, but there's no coupon.
Yeah.
And TGI Fridays has not been relevant
say-
for a long time.
There's no TGI Fridays
Yeah.
in Beeman
It's
Bay.
yeah, it's like trying to clock like what fucking year did they make this code?
Did you just give Cam a gift card to Pip's Diner?
No, but yes.
Okay. God damn it.
There's no gift card. You just that means you did well, Cam. They are pleased with your performance. Okay. Let's see. Oh, awkward.
Hey. Okay. Um. So I like to think that he spends the first day locked in his room with the lights off and like nothing playing, just trying to like not invite any stimuli in whatsoever for fear of like triggering some sort of like vision or like calling or anything like that. He's trying to just stay away from it as much as possible, especially with the run in that he had.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, he'll go back to his computer, he'll check on his stocks, see how they're going. And then he will go for daily walks. um, uh, Kind of allowing his body to tell him where to go and what to do and what to pick up and put in his fanny pack. And then after a couple days of that, he got bored, and so he starts online shopping and going to like random like antique stores and like uh, just weird shops, weird mom
Mm-hmm.
and pop type shops to buy a bunch of whatever like whatever is calling to him, he'll
Yeah, it's
buy.
your
He
version of
doesn't know.
your version of seancing. It's just holding your
Yeah,
hands out and being like, "Vibe says I buy this one. I'm gonna
yeah.
put this one in my
It's
spare room."
it's very much like he's running his fingers along, and whichever one falls
Uh-huh.
down, like, oh, that's what I was supposed to have.
Just a lot of miscellaneous bric-a-brac.
Yeah. And then towards the end of the week, he gets really bored and he starts gambling, hoping
Yeah,
that he can predict and make some money off of it.
I will say, awkward. You notice that this particular week, usually when you're on your game, you stay fairly well in not too high and not too low. But the power that you employ to, cheat in both instances, or the power that is seemingly used against you in the case of just regular gambling, seems to be stronger. You Part of your shopping is because you were flush. You got way more money than you usually do and seem to have gotten away with it. Nobody seems to be paying attention to you yet. Then you bought all the stuff, and then later in the week, you have just a truly disastrous run of gambling. The like fucking video poker you got on the new phone you had to buy, just catastrophic. Like anything you try your hand at, it feels like regardless of how much power you try to put into it, you just lose.
Yeah. I did forget to say that. I bought replacement glasses and a replacement phone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Amiros.
um, Amiro spends I for okay, Amiros needs to repay his debt to Rob for saving his life again.
Uh-huh.
Amiros waits outside your house, escorts you to your place of work, is just with you all the time, making sure that you're just safe and not in any kind of danger.
Just sitting, like you're sitting in the classes with him now.
No, I don't think I go into the class, but like when
You wait
when he,
outside.
yeah, I'm outside. Like this is for as long, Rob, as you think that you would stand it.
Oh God. Okay.
I guess that leads me into Rob. Rob, what's your weekend change like?
Most days it's waking up probably like the last 30 minutes that he has to get ready and to get to
Yeah.
the class, running behind all the time.
Yep.
Maybe forgetting a couple things, but as soon as that's over, going and checking out the I'm gonna use Reddit. Checking out like the Reddit threads of like what's the local mysteries that people have been reporting in that
Uh-huh.
may have substance. So he's just going around taking notes, keeping trying to do that every night, and then when he gets what he like all the collected data or anything he thinks is data, spreads it out onto the wall. Start trying to connect the dots on the strings and all that. See if anything's related.
Yeah, I think those first few days are particularly rough because it doesn't matter how much nicotine or other substance you put in your body. In fact, the nicotine probably does not help with this particular thing. But
Mhm.
you have just a low level, like kind of heart palpitation and like slight tremor, which you recognize and are smart enough to be like, I did take an incredible amount of electricity and didn't die.
Yeah,
Amiro's probably fixed a lot of it, but this is the aftershocks of whatever the fuck that was.
he might develop powers eventually.
Yeah, I just need to get shocked like that a couple more times and don't die.
I've never seen that happen.
Yeah. What I love the picture of is that since Rob's going out here at night and he like school classes and all these things, now it just looks like two dudes, Amiros and Rob, just doing all these investigations through the neighborhoods in the city, just seeing what's like connecting. I don't know. In my mind, I just picture them hopping out the grass.
Yeah, like there's like still like, not electricity gremlins, but like still weird little things like yeah, you and I go check out. Do you need
Uh,
new cameras?
Oh yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, he definitely would've
yeah,
went and bought
I
those,
buy
yeah.
you new cameras.
Oh my god.
Rob, a lot of the current like what's what talk is taking you to the edge of Beeman, kind of up against Hybor. A lot of like there was some kind of chimera in my backyard kind of shit, right? And the people who
Oh.
live out there are always talking shit about like cryptids or whatever. It's really a lot of the time the easy ones are when they get far enough into the city that you can hear about them.
Mhm.
When it's slow, you got to kind of go afield and go like see if there's anything on the forest line.
Oh god, okay.
Okay, let's go with Harlow.
Okay. So I think the first thing he would do is check the like a moon calendar, and then he will text the group chat to let everybody know that he's gonna do like a very tiny like overnight to say it's camping is probably not entirely accurate, but it's certainly not sleeping on a bed. It will
Uh-huh.
definitely be on the ground outside. Um, but he does text the group chat, and he does say that he's going camping Friday night to get some supplies, and invites anyone who would like to come along.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Looks like we got two.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I think it's an opportunity for Deb to take her bike out, so she'll definitely go.
Oh
Sick.
sweet! Hell
Yeah.
yeah!
Cameron will
It's
go.
better if there's three anyway.
How deep do you take them in, Harlow? You're probably the kind of forest expert. You've spent the
Yeah.
most time out of all of them out here.
Real quick, Ted, did you say Cameron wanted to come?
Yeah, Cameron will go.
Awkward, you
Alright.
going?
Yeah.
Gotta keep an eye on everybody.
It sounds like we're all. It sounds
Everyone
like
wanna
we
go
all want to
camping.
go. Is anybody not going?
I'm gonna Doug is gone for a second, but I'm gonna assume Awkward is going.
I feel like he would
Then-
go because we would ask him
Well,
if
'cause
we're
Cam
all
is
going.
going.
The only thing is that it's Doug. And do you think Doug camps?
Mm.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think.
We'll hold.
Hey,
Maybe we
hey,
find
Doug.
out.
They're all going camping. Are you going camping on Saturday? Awkward.
Friday night.
Okay, I was invited. How far out of town are we going?
I think that matters where the forest border is. You were gonna ask me, Cody, how far in, and
Mhm.
and is not very far. Especially if I've got company, I'm not going to be responsible for all of them getting taken
Yeah,
by the
yeah, yeah.
woods.
I mean, it's a little chilly, but it is fairly like well, the real thing it is not is damp at this time, which is a true blessing. It's kind of what makes it camping weather. It can be a little chilly, but around a fire and nestled up, it's kind of okay. It's really just when it gets damp and misty that things get kind of miserable, regardless of the season.
hmm
But yeah, you have a night of like I assume just well, here's the thing, a lot of them don't have camping gear.
Yeah, but I do.
Yeah, you do.
And here's the
How
thing:
many
it is
how
all
many
size to
sleeping
me,
bags you
so
got?
So
You get
what he would
to
do?
stop at Walmart on the edge of town.
No. What he would actually do is load up his car with all of his extra pillows and blankets and set it up so that everyone who cannot fit on the tarp that he'll set out, uh I have fucking done this.
Yeah.
uh laying out a tarp and then pitching a tarp above to like make a makeshift big enough tent, and then anyone who might have specific complaints about not being able to sleep on the ground can sleep crammed in the Oldsmobile.
hmm
I would like to when he's like, "Hey, we're going camping," and I will look behind me to the camping gear that I just bought, thinking, "Huh, I know I need this."
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, the camera pans to the right, and there's 3 more sets of camping gear over in the corner
Right,
that Awkward doesn't seem to
There's
notice.
there's like a couple of
all with the
inflatable
tag still
mattresses
on
in the
them.
little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like slightly out of view from where Awkward can see them.
And then besides that, I would bring some ritual supplies and 2 more bottles of wine than I thought I already needed, which means the quality has
Yeah.
vastly disintegrated. I apologize. Uh, and then when we get there, I would explain that like I've got to be out a little bit, and I'll probably have some like meditations and stuff around. And then I'm gonna be awake all night doing this, but everyone else should try to rest and stay together and remember what I told you about garbage thing in the trunk, and then we should be fine. Also, if any creature asks you for things, just don't give it to them. Just don't trade, okay? That'll be the easiest thing.
Give me a weird roll. There'll be no effect on like no mechanical effect on failures. It's just for a vibe on how you and the forest are interfacing tonight.
Sure.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's surprisingly like hospitable. Maybe stuff you've done recently, or it's hard to read into it, right? But it's not trying to get you out. It's kind of pleasant actually on this particular outing.
I leave the 2 nicer bottles of wine in the woods on
Uh-huh.
the like edge of on the far like let's go the far western side of the
Mhm.
camp.
So yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to Amiris loves this. Just like, yeah, oh yeah. Wow, I'm going camping. I'm ready. I don't have anything. This is great.
Amiris will sleep up against a fucking tree.
Yeah, this is we're going old school. I like it. I think
If anyone knows the old school, it's Omeros.
I
Being
think
in
at
the woods.
yeah. I think at night I'd like to Omeros would like to like tell stories of like ancient Greece time and like what bits of truth are in the old myth, and like using some of the power of the 5 demon bag to like highlight the constellations as like part of the telling of the tale.
For fun, give me a past lives roll. Again, I'm
Ooh.
not gonna punish if it goes wrong. If there's a failure, no experience or anything. Just like seeing how this feels.
Yeah, okay. I need to roll weird. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A 9.
Nice.
All right. That let's see. Yeah, I think you as you're relating all of this, it's a lot more unfocused. You don't slip into a reverie or like catch true glimpses of past things. Instead, it is much more like fragments. There are smells. Like smell comes up, I think, a lot because it's one of the more like primal of the senses. But also there's just a lot of like sensory stuff, right? Like you have spent so much time camping out under the stars that to remember it is not to remember like any given thing. It is to just sort of be overwhelmed by a tidal wave of like, oh yeah, this is what ground feels like. You like put your hands down and there's some like pine needles underneath, right? As you're like, yeah, this has happened to me so very many times.
Hmm. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Har-
also, we'll have to be out of here by 6 a.m. or the park rangers will beat our ass, so I'll get us up.
What
Okay.
what kind of ritual are you doing? What are you ritualing?
Oh yeah. So part of this would be like, first of all, he's letting anyone who wants to drink get as drunk as they would like to. But he's staying sober enough that he can make sure nobody does wander off into the forest. Um, and he's going to pull out a box of like craft supplies. String, leather strips, and a lot of beads and other like hard materials. And he's going to spend time like all through the night, partially at this makeshift altar that he'll put at the south side of the fire. Um, uh, he will begin crafting a necklace for each person within the group. Um, and at dawn, he will explain that each of these needs to be blessed by a priest, and he'll like kind of jokingly tap his own forehead. But they'll provide you some protection as long as I'm able to maintain the connection between these. So don't untie any of the knots. Don't pull any of the beads off, and any of the rocks, if they come loose, let me know. And I'll hand them each to everybody. Each of them kind of are as close to an approximation of something crafty that like that he thinks that you guys would like. There's even like some like candy letter beads in there that spell out like um complementary attributes that he finds in a couple of you. And they look very personal and very tacky.
Amiras looks at you intently and says, "A talisman, powerful magic."
I'm hoping, if it works, if they work.
Oh, it's pretty.
Could I get one for Artemis?
He thinks about it and he says, I think I'd have to ask permission.
Hmm.
I will dig through my bead bag and start pulling out a handful of beads I think would look good on the cat.
Okay. So, Harlow. Monday back to work and then relatively normal week after this.
Yeah, I think so.
You got a full normal work week, so
Yeah, I've got to keep up the good appearances so when I bail again, it's fine.
yeah.
And
Okay.
then I guess sometime during that week I'll bring by a collar for the cat that probably also has like a
Uh-huh.
chip in it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's God, I can't imagine this not looking like some fucking fusion of like the most crafty slash hipster slash gaudy thing ever. Like a friendship bracelet made of like woven cords and with so much care and love.
Yeah, a little. I think that this one is still thoughtful, but clearly did not take as much time.
Yeah.
Like I think it's a regular collar that he bought that he sewed things onto.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that leaves us with Deb.
So that initial weekend, there's the camping. I think for most of the next week, it's
On Sunday, the kid wants to grab breakfast.
oh yeah,
Just,
absolutely.
The kid spends most of his time just like bitching about stuff.
Yeah, and
you are the
just to be clear,
safety person to bitch to.
right? Just to be clear, unless the kid, if the kid has a suggestion of where he wants to go to breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Then that's where we're going. But without a suggestion, every single time I'll go to Bobby's Bean House.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Sunday, hanging out with the kid, letting them get whatever they want off their chest.
Actually, so if you go to Bobby's Bean House, then Harlow do you work Sundays?
I would volunteer to work Sundays, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you probably see somebody walk in with Deb. I don't know. We haven't really talked about what Maddox looks like. But do you want to decide, or do you want me to just throw something together?
You can just throw something together.
Okay, yeah. I think Maddox is probably about 5'8" or 5'9". Very thin and very pale. Has kind of wild, like it would be emo hair if it laid flat, right? But instead it kind of just arcs out in almost like a lion's mane that just cannot stay down. In spite of that, though, like Maddox moves very like confidently, not with a swagger, but just with like a doesn't like look like a super pale, thin guy with weird hair, right? He has a certain air of confidence about
Owns
him.
the space that he occupies.
Yeah, absolutely. Though Harlow, you immediately clock a healthy amount of deference that this person seems to pay towards Deb. Not in anything they say, but just in their whole body language.
I guess I need to ask if this guy, like, does he smell smarmy?
Does he smell smarmy? No,
I just
I don't
ask,
think so.
like, just looking at him, does he kind of seem like he could be an asshole?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think if given the opportunity to talk to Deb directly, I would ask if ask who this is if she'll tell me.
Yeah, he's the reason I'm here in Beeman Bay.
Oh. I'll like look at him again and get his name on a cup.
Yeah, he's like gone to catch a seat in the corner, waiting for Deb to stay at the counter to get the drinks.
What made him pick Beeman Bay?
Oh, he's a student at the university.
Oh. A couple of my folks here are students. What's he study?
I don't know what it is this week. I'll find out when we sit down to eat.
It's business.
It's business this week.
Ugh.
I spell his
don't-
name wrong and correct
right,
on the cup.
Right, yeah, don't worry, it'll change.
I call him Matt on the cup.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so you have your, coffee kind of chat. Again, it's all just bitching.
Yeah.
He fucking hates having roommates so much. Like just to an inordinate degree. And so all of his complaints are just about how much of a piece of shit his two roommates are. Okay.
I do a lot of listening and very little talking.
Yeah, a lot of active listening.
Yeah. So yeah, I think outside of that, the week is my relatively normal cycle. Mornings, it's Bobby's Bean House first. Hang out there for a while. chat with Harlow, just sort of get a general vibe and make sure there aren't any assholes around, at least while I'm there. Turn on the Uber, wait for something that'll take me over to the university so that I can check on Rob. It's Monday when I discover that I, at least for the foreseeable future, my morning routine will be shorter than usual because I won't have to make the trip over to Amaros's place because Amaros is here with Rob.
Yeah.
You know, and so, and really, like, most of my time here is actually spent chatting with Amaros because Rob's always got shit to do. Like, my checking on Rob is always things like, I just got to make sure he's up and on his way, right? Or like, I still have that dry clean shirt in my bag in case he looks like shit.
Yeah,
Right?
I pull out my phone and
Mhm.
I say check out this cool app I got. Look, it shows me where Rob is right now. And it's a GPS locator.
Nice.
Shows Rob.
Right.
But
It's literally just find my friend. Right.
yeah.
Right.
It's but it doesn't. The tracker doesn't say Rob. It says Artemis.
Nice. Amazing. Right. So that's sort of what my mornings look like. The afternoons, right, are or you know, the rest of the day is just Uber taking me various places. At some point in the afternoon, I try and get an Uber over to the other side of town. I stop by the pond where Cam is feeding, quote unquote, something. And just sort of check in, see how his day's been going. I think occasionally, if I remember, I'll bring either some fish food or a loaf of bread or frozen peas or just, you know, something else that can be tossed into this lake. At some point during the week, I probably would have stopped by and checked in with Awkward with a new phone, only to find that he's already replaced his phone. The only thing out of the ordinary, out of the ordinary is not. It's not part of the general routine, but I think that I do have to get my friend on the force some cocaine, right?
Yeah, I gave him a
And-
name.
Right.
It's Wade Odegaard.
Okay, so I need to get
Or
Officer Odegaard some cocaine, and the way I envision this happening is that like, it's not every Thursday night, but when it occurs on Thursday night. There's a poker game that takes place in a university storage facility after hours, right? And I invite a bunch of people, including certainly Wade in this case, but a couple. There may be, in this case, there aren't any other officers because I need to give Wade a sack of cocaine, right? But you know, this is where I conduct a lot of the sort of shadier business and shady connections. I make sure to always invite an officer so that there's always an officer of the law there should anybody nosy like poke around. I do this after hours so that officially the building is closed. I've made a deal with the building manager, right, that they'll get a cut of the poker game. What that person doesn't know is that, like, the amount that I collect for the house, you know, out of every hand, right? I turn all of that over to the building manager because I don't need the money out of this. I need all the connections, right? And the reason I bring all of this up is because on this particular Thursday night, I do something that I like to do in the recent past, and that is I invite Awkward because I'd like to encourage the youngsters' abilities, right? And I like to I like to do so in an environment where I've got at least some eyes on what's going on and a better chance of smoothing things over if things go sideways than if I just
Awkward.
encouraged him and left him on his own.
Awkward sounds like you could go gamble like in person, which might be fun. I mean, it's better than I guess losing a bunch of money on your phone.
Yeah, I will only go if I can take that phone. And you're like, oh, you got another phone. I'll be like, yeah, that's fine, and I'll take that phone. And if you allow me to have it.
Oh yeah,
I will
yeah,
go with
yeah.
you.
No, right? No, I mean, this absolutely was not a "you only get one phone" type of situation. This was like, oh, I didn't realize you had one already. I mean, for Christ's sake, Deb probably has 17 phones lying around. Like,
Yeah. Also, so as for how the poker game progresses, Deb, the boy's losing catastrophically.
oh, that's the
You
boy's
don't- you-
problem, right?
Yeah, you don't know if the boy's trying to use his powers, but
Right.
goddamn, the boy is bleeding.
Right. No,
The boy is
look.
having a real tough time.
Right, part
boy's
of encouraging
problem.
part of encouraging the youth to learn how to use his abilities is, hey, if you fuck up, like you fuck up, like I'm not going to let any harm come to you,
And
right?
here's the thing. You've seen people like this before, Deb, and he's got that feverish look of like he's dead, but he doesn't know it yet, right? You see, he's bled out so much, he's just not keeping track of the tally right now.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm about to become a drug mule to have to make up for my death.
The other thing you get from Wade as he gets a few drinks in him, he lets, which you both hear because he's just talking about it, how it's weird that they're hiring like 5 new people for special circumstances,
Mhm.
which is fucking crazy because like it's been like a 3-person department for like
Mhm.
I don't know, 50 years. So the
Right.
fact that they're like doubling it and then some is nuts. And all the rest of the cops are pissed about it. Because one of them is or rather 8 of them are going to get lotteried into it, and they're not very happy about it
Mhm.
because it's seen as a shit position. It's functionally like a punishment position, right? So if
Right.
anybody's on it, like Wade thinks he's probably good, but there's a lot of like political jockeying now to not be sent to special
Right.
circumstances.
So it's a punishment position. Does that mean they're only hiring from within? They're only using it to
It seems
demote
like
existing officers?
it seems like that's the current like tenor. Though how well that will work is anybody's guess, and whether they'll actually get all the people that they want also is anyone's guess.
Right.
That's just the initiative that has been started. He makes it sound like this was like, a Monday morning, he found out about it this week kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Deb's already cooking up ideas based on that information.
Uh-huh. Look, you arranged with your cocaine cop a
Yeah.
poker game. You get some inside intel.
Yeah, love it.
Okay, so all of that flashed by as like I feel like on this show that's all the previously on, where
Yeah.
it's not on the episode. It's a lot
Yeah.
of vignettes of like previously on, and none of that is actually in last episode. It's all just the interstitial stuff.
Right.
And then we will kick it off. Is everybody ready? Everybody back, comfortable, good to go?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. No title card for the moment. As the camera fades in. It is blurry at first, but gradually we focus on and over on a kind of over the shoulder shot of a man in a tan coat. Even though it is dark, he seems to be standing in the dark from what we could see right now. There looks like there is coal or maybe dust speckling his back and his shoulder. We can't see much of where he is or where he's walking, as his shoulder and his sort of taller hat obstructs much of the view of what is in front of him. But we can see the front of some kind of residential house. Uh, it is now very evidently nighttime. There are no lights on inside the house. There is debris scattered all over the yard, cans, cups, a large variety of just miscellaneous human detritus, just scattered about. The man slowly walks up to the door. We can see from behind his head pivots just a little bit to the right. You see as we follow like the eye line doorbell, as a hand raises up, one of the hands is gloved white, raises up to potentially hit the doorbell, but then the hand comes back down. The other hand reaches out, and the door clicks, opens inward. The place inside is as messy as the yard outside. There are red cups scattered everywhere. There is someone snoring from a couch. Another gently snores from a position leaned against a plant in the corner. From behind, we again see the man's head swivel left, regarding the two individuals. We hear a soft exhalation of some kind, though it is too soft and too muffled by the sound of the snoring for us to tell what it is. The man turns away from them, turns to the right, and begins to ascend the stairs. Still locked over his shoulder, we pan down slightly to see that at the bottom of the landing is somebody who is sleeping on a throw rug. They glance up as the figure holds up one pristinely white gloved hand and whispers, "Shh," as they fall back to sleep. The figure ascends the stairs soundlessly. Um, there is a very, very faint squeak as he reaches the top of the landing. The camera zooms out slightly from this very tight focus over his shoulder, and in profile, we see a man of normal height. His coat is tan. Uh, his pants are striped with red. His shoes are extremely large, terminating in a bulbous toe area. The foot taps for a moment as if thoughtfully, and an audible squeak fills the hallway each time the front hits the ground. We maintain this distance as the man slowly walks down the hall. As he does, his form becomes more indistinct. It is shrouded by the shadow of the dark hallway. There are no lights on, there are no windows, and he seems to stop at one of the rooms, regards it first with looking at it, and then turns his whole body towards it. From a side profile now, we see him reach into his coat and pull out something which he holds in his left hand. The camera holds now on this moment for almost a minute, 2 minutes, almost an uncomfortably long time for a TV show, as his other hand reaches out towards the door handle. With a small click, the window of the room in front of him, illuminating him for a moment. We see a flash of the corner of a smile, some metal of whatever he is holding in his hand. He has an almost ordinary looking face, but for the red of his scarf and some very light makeup that he has on. And as he steps forward out of our view, the door closes silently behind him. The camera swings around to focus on the door in frame. It is all that we can see. And we hear the man say, slightly muffled from inside, "Hey there, Joseph. I'm Rusty." Awkward. It's that fucking dream again. At this point, you're pretty familiar with this dream, right?
Mhm.
But This time you won the lottery. It's for Iowa. You you look around through the dream murk, right? And this time you don't fall for any of it. You're like, oh, fuck you. This happened like a week ago. You're not gonna get me again, right? Which, even in the sort of dream shackles on you, you have a brief hint of alarm at the wait, this is the second time in a week or week and a half. That's abnormal. That's not good. That's really bad, actually. And as that thought coalesces, you see a clown. Well, you're pretty sure it's a clown. Looks like a regular, kind of actually old looking man, not even wearing much makeup. Hold on, I'll post a picture of what he looks like.
Oh no.
This is what he looks like.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, he looks kind of like a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like, again, not even a whole lot of makeup. He seems to be much more dressed in, like, you do see the shabby tan coat and the striped pants, large red shoes. He's got the top hat which matches his coat. It seems more like the kind of old style, like, hobo clown sort of thing that was popular during a very weird and brief history in America. But you see, as he is standing there, the clown's head turns towards you. Squinting through the blue makeup around the eyes, you realize you're standing on a street. Actually, maybe, yeah, it looks like an alleyway. The clown is standing over a body. Um, it's almost absent-mindedly sort of twirling this large knife in one hand. Uh, yeah, my grandma has a clown room of these two. um, you see, as the clown is sort of gently spinning the knife around in circles, you blink and things begin to spin. The nausea presses in. Same clown, location after location, body after body, a knife, a chainsaw, a gun, a sword, an axe, rubber mallet, alleyway, hospital, lecture hall, school. The same clown looking at you with the same curious eyes. The camera is fixed on this clown. It is the only thing that does not move as the world kaleidoscopes around it. Beyond the normal row of teeth, as he begins to smile, you see shapes moving in the darkness of his throat. You thrash into wakefulness in the middle of the night, and there he is. He's standing behind your bed, rather beside your bed, staring down at you with the same curious eyes and that same horrible smile. As he leans forward, he removes his hat, and you see the few remaining wisps of his hair swirl as if underwater. He leans in close and says, "Oh, hi there, awkward. I'm Rusty." At this, you wake up in truth. Uh, Same time, right? It's about 4 in the morning, and you are absolutely alone in this room. It is Saturday night, or rather, it's Sunday morning at this point.
Cody, I'm not gonna lie, I got goosebumps. I was legit creeped out when I woke up and he was behind me. So like,
Uh-huh.
bravo.
Yeah.
I was like staring at my computer so I can pay attention. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
once you said that, I was like, don't turn around.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you wake it is 4. Actually, I'm gonna say it's 4 in the morning on Saturday morning. So it's like Saturday at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Meaning you went to bed on Friday, yada. But yeah, it's 4 a.m. You the fake out one for that one was particularly mean. If you're just analyzing your dreams objectively, right? That was pretty rough.
Yeah.
It takes a long time for you to settle and be like, nobody's actually here. Nobody's actually here. The chain is still in place on the hotel door. Like you're still good, right?
Yeah. So I think this time he wakes up in a sweat, just like breathing super heavy, just like as he's checking all these things, he's looking just wildly at everything in the room, checking every last little nook and cranny for like something.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he finally like calms down and feels a little safe, he will start getting dressed like really quickly, but as he always does, not paying attention to what he's actually wearing. And then making sure that he has his fanny pack on him, and then just runs out the door
Yeah.
to.
As you get out the door, I think that is where we hit the title card. Demon Bay episode 2, Rusty. And we fade back in as you are arriving.
Yeah, so I am very sorry. I always forget. No. Cam. I'm slamming on Cam's door, yelling to open up.
Cam, it's 4 in the fucking morning. You're gonna wake up in like 2 hours. This is rude as shit.
Yeah, if the
No,
door
he-
doesn't work, I'll like start banging on windows.
No, Cam's a morning person, so like Cam.
4
That's
in the
fair, yeah.
morning.
Oh yeah, he's
It's like 4:20 by now.
yeah. They're
Nice.
probably up like
Yeah.
not for long. Like
Yeah.
probably got the coffee going. But it does answer the door in just like sweatpants, t-shirt, maybe socks. Probably not. Oh, what?
Maybe
Hi,
one
good
sock?
morning. No, absolutely not one sock. How dare How dare you?
Like I will give out -1s. Everybody has to like my one sock approach while I'm here, and God, I'll talk your shit on a different day.
Note to
You know-
self, -1 always. Okay, understood.
I didn't like it, but now that I've thought about it just now,
Yeah, you come around, I imagine.
I have come around.
I am holding the clown wielding weapons. I've got it in my hand. I'm looking over at you.
I'm not just
Okay.
accepting, I'm now proselytizing.
Yeah.
Spreading the good
So
word.
yeah, Cam,
Okay,
you
so-
can hear Awkward banging the shit out of the door.
Yep. Okay, I'm coming. What are you doing here? It's early in the morning.
Wordlessly just push him inside the door
Alright,
so that
come
I can
on
get
in.
in the house. Slam the door shut, lock as many locks as he has.
Just one. Well, I mean, like door handle and deadbolt, standard door.
Okay, so what happens is I lock the deadbolt and then my hand goes up, and then like when there feels nothing, I start like going down and like searching for another one, and then I'll turn around and going, "Really? One?" and then he'll like run away, and he's like checking his house for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I am a member of law enforcement. Well, I mean, not really law enforcement. I do have a gun. I got a lot of guns.
Good, we might need it.
Okay, hold on. Why don't you take a seat right here? He will move a white towel that is like roll it up. He's rolling up a shotgun as he does it. Roll it
Jesus.
up, set it aside. All right. Okay, you sit down right here now and you tell me what has got you here this morning all up in a tizzy.
I can't sit down right now. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Cam,
I'm
he
serious, and I
saw
will
me.
like hands on shoulders push Awkward onto the couch. All right, sit down. Sit down.
Cam, you don't understand. He
You're right.
saw me. They never see me. He said my name. He knows who I am. I can't stay here.
Okay. Number one, who? And number two, what's wrong with my place? You look around, it is a shambles. There are at least a half dozen half-emptied packing boxes.
Yeah.
There is not there is exactly one chair that is clear, like permanently clear. Everything else just has stuff on it.
I think it absolutely reeks of like gun cleaning oil and like whatever candle you think covers up that smell. Like whatever candle is
Oh no,
go
there
to.
is no attempt to cover the smell of gun oil.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's just you do it so often that it's just suffused the table that is in the middle of this room.
Okay, well, first, your house is not nearly as protected for all the things that we come across, and you only have one lock on the door. That's insane. But that's
mean,
neither here
two.
nor there because
Okay.
he knows my name.
All right. Who knows your name?
I
I
don't
mean, I
know.
know your name. That don't seem like a problem.
You don't understand it, Cam.
I sure
They
don't.
never see me. I get whiffs, I get ideas, I get voices, but that's it. It is a one-way street. It's a one-way window, to put it in your terminology. But the window has
I mean, I
shattered,
understood
and
street.
now they are looking at me.
They or he?
I don't
Because you
know.
said he before.
Probably a he. It could be a they. We never know for sure.
Oh, I thought you meant okay. I meant like, was it just one of them or is it lots of them?
One
Okay, all right. So
for
just
now.
one. Okay. Why don't you? Okay, let's try this again. Here, have some coffee. Let me get you some coffee, and then we'll have a little talk. You settle down, sit right there, and you can start at the beginning because you have been talking for like 10 minutes. I got no idea what you are talking about. I'm real sorry. I'm trying to be helpful, but I want to help. Let me get you some coffee. I will have to make more coffee because I clearly only made enough for one cup of coffee.
Even you're not ready to entertain.
Cam owns one mug.
Does he wash it
Cam
up?
has been here for years, has not finished unpacking, and has literally never had someone show up at his house ever. There is very much the feeling of transience in this place where Cam's been here however many years. They are clearly not expecting to be here tomorrow. All right,
Hey,
now
go to-
okay, good.
No, it doesn't matter.
All right, now why don't we try this again? Start from the top. Who saw you where? What was going on? What were you doing?
Okay. So it's probably the worst kept secret that I see things that you guys don't see, right?
Okay, I'm with you.
And that I don't always see where we are. And that I don't always see when we are.
Yeah, I mean, you did kind of explain that the very first. Well, not explain that, but you did kind of make that clear the very first time we met. Go
Well,
ahead.
I saw something, or rather, I saw someone. But the thing is, when I see these things, it's like I'm an invisible observer. I'm safe from whatever is happening because I'm just watching. I just see. I am not a participant. And I try to live my life as a non participant. But this time, I'm being forced to play because for the first time I have seen something, it looked back.
Okay. Okay, I get you. I get you.
He said my name, Cam.
Okay,
He said my name.
Okay, what was it? What did it look like?
An down on his luck clown, probably way past retirement, but still going for it.
Okay. I think at this, Cam will stand up, cross to the table, like begins moving stacks of papers aside, finds a box of like clearly probably old case files, and is just gonna start like picking up folders. Nope, that's not a clown. Not a clown. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I don't got nothing on clowns, I don't think. But hold on, let me see. I got a couple more boxes. All right. Okay, you know what? I can do this later. Why don't we? Okay. What did the clown do? That might help me narrow it down a little bit.
To go back, sorry, Cody. I know I saw him with like a bunch of different weapons, but did I see a body on the ground? I can't remember if that was in the pre
You
thing
saw
or
a
during.
body and then a bunch of bodies.
Oh, okay, cool.
Basically, the scene swirled around with him holding different weapons, being in
Yeah.
a different place over a different person. The consistency was him.
Yeah, cool. What was the question again? Sorry, ask one more time.
What did the clown do?
He killed people, like a lot of people, like the worst serial killer in history. It's got nothing on him.
Okay, killing folks.
He doesn't even have like an MO. He uses every weapon.
Okay, that's actually not that unusual. I mean, we call that an opportunity killer, killing with whatever's at hand. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody just reaches for a chainsaw. It kind of seems like they probably planned that ahead of time.
You'd be surprised. But okay, I think maybe we call everybody, and then I know Deb's got some contacts around. Maybe Deb knows or has heard something. Okay. I'm gonna call Deb. I'm gonna get Deb over here.
All right.
Sit
I'll
tight.
just-
Drink coffee. Yep. You
Yeah, I'll
want
just fortify the
anything? I think
place.
I got like I got like and he's just going through cabinets that are
There's
full
like
of
7 things of ravioli.
it's just-
When
got-
when you turn back around to look at him, he is trying to push one of your boxes in front of the door and probably struggling really hard with it.
Okay, but I gotta I have to move that when Deb gets here. Yeah, I will call Deb. Hey, Deb, we got something I think going on. Maybe can you get over here? Are you free?
No problem, hon. I'll be there in shortly.
All right. Awkward. Deb's on her way. Okay, no, not that box, please. I'm almost done unpacking that one.
At this point, he's bringing down all the blinds and closing. I don't know what you have, but closing the curtains.
It's probably like half broken blinds. They've been like up
Yeah.
so long that
One of them is just
you
turned
turn the
into-
wand and
yeah.
like only half of the actual like louvers turn.
One of
He's
them is
also- He's
so
also got a
old it's just
blanket
turned
over
to
him.
dust. Yeah,
So, yeah,
I think we'll stay on the apartment, right? But then, Deb will show up after however long you think.
Yeah, I mean,
Or-
whatever is going on in the apartment goes on, and it goes on for however long until I show up. I just know that having been to knowing Cam and Awkward, I know,
Uh-huh.
and knowing the hour, I know to arrive. And actually, this is still really early in the morning, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's probably
Yeah,
about
no-
4:30 at this point.
okay. I know that Bobby's Bean House is not open this early.
Yeah.
So
Not
I'll
till
just go
7.
to I'll just go to whatever 24-hour gas station I know is on the way, and pick up a bunch of large coffees and a thing of Entenmann's donuts.
Do you snag anybody else while you're out?
No.
Okay.
It's 4:30 in the morning.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I mean-
it's 4:30 in the morning, and also I got the call and there wasn't a request for anybody else. So
True.
Deb is very good at respecting,
Mhm.
like, hey, this is who you want in the loop for this. Understood. Great. Now
Yeah.
I might get there and suggest we invite other people, but I'm not going to do that. This is Cam and Awkward's thing. So
Okay, yeah, you arrive, coffee, you've got one of those like things, the little coasty
Mhm.
things that let you keep like 4 coffees.
mhm.
Yeah,
Intimate
Deb
donuts
is
balanced on top of that.
yep, Deb is here
And
now.
you know what?
see
Actually, now that I think about it, I got a call at 4:30 in the morning. Get over here. One hand is the that cardboard holder with 4 large coffees in it.
uh-huh.
Intimate donuts balanced on top of that. Over my other shoulder is my rifle.
Yep.
Good.
As you walk up, you see Awkward not doing a good job of peeking through the blinds. You can see Awkward. You could see the fucking sunglasses, right? It's like brushing up against the thing as a heavily blanketed figure
Okay.
with nothing but sunglasses showing. It can be seen through one of the blinds.
Okay, may or may not come out in actual conversation, but just having seen him peeking through,
Yeah.
Deb's mind is already going to, God damn it, I can't invite this kid to the poker games anymore. If this is how he's going to freak out when he
Yeah, it's
fucking
2 days
loses.
later.
Right.
Yeah, you do you guys move the box that Awkward is shoved
Yes.
in front of the door? Yeah,
Yeah,
Deb,
I
you have
will
to
let
like
Deb in.
step over a box as it's been like scooted to the side to allow you in.
Morning, everybody.
Hey, Deb.
As soon
Awkward.
as Deb sets through, I slam the door shut and lock it again.
Hey, Awkward. Saw something. Something saw Awkward. So Awkward also mentioned that that said thing that called him by name killed a bunch of people. I didn't want to just call up the cops and be like, "Hi, I'm from the federal government. I was wondering if you would had any murders in this place." But I thought maybe you could do that a little more circumspect.
Certainly. I think I know how and who I can reach out to. Now, Awkward.
Yeah.
I know you said you saw this thing. How did you know that it saw you?
It talked to me. It said my name. It was
Oh.
behind me and it was
So
looking
it's
at
not
me.
it's not just that it saw you, it was interacting with you.
Yes.
Right. And there were bodies all over the place.
Yes.
Did you see anything beyond the bodies? Did you see anything that might give you an indication of where or when?
Nothing of when, but like many wheres. A ton of wheres.
Anything specific so we might be able to investigate a particular location? Or perhaps ask the local authorities to investigate a particular location.
I mean, yeah, probably. Cody, I'm gonna need some of those places.
Yeah, so there was an alleyway, there was a like hospital, there was what looks like it was like a school hallway of some kind. Just to name a few, right? That was probably as the vision was beginning to speed up and kind of swirl.
Did any of these places that Awkward is describing to me, do any of them sound specific to Beam and Pay, or are they all more generic than that? Not saying that they couldn't be here, but just nothing to identify them as specifically here.
Yeah, I don't think Awkward that you got any like specific places
Yeah.
this time.
Mm.
At least not to key you in like the hospital one, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well,
okay.
I mean, it doesn't help us very much, but just to potentially add some more evidence to what Aki here is talking about. I do know that the Special Circumstances Division of the local police force is planning on doubling in size. Could be that they're gearing up for something that they found or anticipate investigating.
Doubling in size. That can't be good.
No, that sounds great. That sounds really good. That sounds like exactly what we need right now.
Awkward.
Well-
Give me a sharp roll.
Oh no. These are my worst rolls. Even though I'm so good at them. I always fail at them. No.
Holy shit.
Well,
Hey,
go
Um,
ahead
guy.
and
So I'm gonna.
That's
This was to see what you could glean from your memory. So I wasn't gonna
Okay.
like ping you for a failure.
Okay, cool.
But if you
Never
want to
mind.
take the experience, I'll hit you.
Nope,
Like, okay, cool. I just want to give you the option to.
I feel like I'm in a pretty good place
Yeah.
level wise.
Yeah. So you don't remember shit. You don't remember anything else from the dream. You try to
Okay.
like focus in on the alleyway to see like, well, that was the most coherent it was, right? That
Mm.
before everything started to get weird, and you don't get anything that would like let you pin down where that is.
Mm.
All right. Awkward. It's real early. I mean, I get the feeling you aren't gonna get some sleep, but I thought maybe you rest a bit. We'll wait for everyone. We'll wait for everyone else to get up, and maybe we can call people and we can start trying to figure this out. How's that sound?
Are you sending me home? Out
No.
there?
Not sending you home. You can stay here. Deb's here. I'm here. We'll be here.
Deb, do you have a gun? Oh wait, you were carrying one in, right?
Yeah, I'd
cool.
sling the gun off of my shoulder and slap it down on the table.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on the door. You guys watch the other sides.
There are two ways into this apartment: the door, and then that window right there leads to the fire escape. That's it. So there's three of us. We'll watch one apiece, and one person, and you get some rest because you look. What have
Awkward,
you been doing?
Yes.
hun. You know I'm fond of you, but your keeping an eye out is about as subtle as a cement truck. You stay as far away from the windows as is possible. Understand?
Yeah. It's yeah. No, that's yep.
I'd like to call Wade the cocaine cop.
Mhm. Let's see. What does the Friends on the Force?
Oh, that's a good call. Let me look at the actual thing here.
Friends on the Force is for like law enforcement. So with this one for the cop, I think we'll just do a charm person.
Okay.
Because the Friends on the Force is specifically like, well, I guess, I think it depends on how much you want to get. If you're trying to get like, what's the word, then a charm person. If you want to use Friends on the Force, like the way it is written, then that would be like a favor, right? Like an actual something a little bit more than just here's a rumor, right?
Yeah, I think what I want is I don't want to tip him off too much.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want from him is, hey, I've thought about it some more. I want to know exactly why they're doubling the size of the special circumstances unit. Like,
okay.
I appreciate you letting me know that they are doing it, but now I need to
Uh-huh.
know why. I need, and specifically why.
Okay.
And so
Uh,
I don't know if that's specifically an
I
act
think
under pressure.
that's a charm person. I think
That's
this
just a
one is.
charm.
Yeah, because you're being like, you're not saying go find some
Right.
information for me, right? Go do something. You're saying
Right.
I just need to know.
Okay.
So let's see. That means they do it. Manipulate someone. Yeah, you'll do something right now. What he wants from you right now is reciprocal information.
Okay.
Because you've played your hand a little bit in that you're somebody who knows stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows that you get stuff from him, right?
Right.
So that means you do it from other people. So
Mhm.
he wants to know what, like, and not even necessarily in a professional way, but in like I'm now concerned because you're asking me, and it's 4:30 in the fucking morning, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. So he wants to know, what are you working on then, and then I'll tell you.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to both be honest, right? And be vague, right? So I think the way I answer this question is, listen, I have lots of irons in the fire, and many of them brush right up against things that special circumstances might be tasked with investigating. I just want to know if they're tipped off to any of my endeavors. If they are, you'll certainly know more about it, because I'll be coming back to you to ask for more favors, and you'll be in a real good place to make some money or personal advancements or both. And if they don't have anything to do with my endeavors, well, then my business can remain mine, and you don't need to worry yourself about it. Does that sound fair, Wade?
Yeah, he responds like, okay, so word, they don't tell us, but we know, right? Word is some federal something is putting pressure, maybe like in the form of some kind of money on it. I don't really know the details. I'm not high enough up.
Right.
But
I'm making eyes at Cam as I say out loud, wait, am I to understand this correctly, that you're saying some federal agency is putting pressure on the local police force to expand the special circumstances unit and is picking up part of the bill to do so?
yeah, I don't know why you said it like that, but yeah.
Well, it just so confusing that I needed to say it all out loud and explicitly to make sure I was getting it correct. It's
Yeah, I mean,
it's not just 5 a.m. for you, Wade, darling.
yeah, like, I mean, it's gonna take a few weeks or months maybe, because like, I don't know if we're gonna do it before the money hits, but also they got to figure out who. Like, we're at the start of whatever that initiative is. They're not naming it yet, but they'll probably come up with some bulleted name for it soon. But yeah,
Wade,
it'll be next couple months, weeks. I don't know.
Hun, I will be in touch, and just for being so helpful so early in the morning, I'll cover your house steak for the next poker game, sweetheart.
He laughs, and you hear a slight sniff as he says, "Okay, well, have a I don't know, blessed morning or something. Then
Always, hon.
phone goes off.
Cam, do you have any idea how to find out what federal agencies might be interested in becoming players here in Beeman Bay?
Oh, I think I have an idea. It ain't my age. I mean, I'm here for my agency, but we have there's another agency does kind of what we do. You may have seen one of them when we was doing that shock gremlin thing at the hospital. Yeah. I don't know what kind of pressure they'd be putting. I don't know what kind of deals they're making. I can try to find out.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a place to start, at least. I do think
Wait.
it's yeah.
Did she give me her card, Cody? I feel like I got a card.
Yep.
I did get a card.
It's not. There's no name on it.
No,
It just
it's
says
just the
FBC
number.
and a phone
Yep.
number.
Yep. Okay. All right. Now I remember.
Actually, yeah, it doesn't even say FBC. It just says a phone
It's
number.
just the number.
Yep. It's the most fed shit ever.
I mean, I could find out what they're doing. I don't know if it's got anything to do with what Awkward saw. What happened to Awkward?
Well, I mean, I don't either, but it seems like it's a place to start, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I do think that in terms of trying to figure out, and I'll sort of motion Awkward over, in terms of trying to figure out what's going on here and what may or may not have made contact with you, Awkward, right now, we're undertaking this effort with one hand tied behind our back. I know it's early, but I think it's time we broaden this circle a little bit. Y'all feel like taking a ride with me?
Well, if we leave, how's the protective police detail know where we're going to be at?
I am the protective detail.
No, the ones Beeman Bay is sending over.
The ones who?
Beaver Bay Police Department. I'm assuming they sent them over. That's why Deb was on the phone to give us more protection, so the serial killer doesn't kill me.
Awkward, you are a hoot, hon.
No, I think we got you. We got you, Awkward. I'll like wrap an arm around Awkward's shoulders. We got you. We got this.
You can tell his eyes widen under his sunglasses as he just like remains completely stiff when he realizes there's no more protection coming.
Right, but we're gonna go get you some more protection, but you gotta come get in the Sienna with me.
Okay, hold on. You need some protection? Hold on. I will go get my flak vest and hold it out for Awkward.
Yeah.
I will also drop the duffel bag. It's the same duffel bag that Cam had when everyone went to the hospital. Only this time everyone gets to sort of watch him as like the shotgun that was like sitting in a towel getting like he'll slap that thing back together, put it in the bag.
Is that one currently loaded with the rubber bullet, the like riot rounds?
Sure, I have riot rounds.
Yeah, that's fair.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Just
Now, do I have some rock salt rounds? Yes.
Yeah.
Those will feel miserable to get shot with, but won't kill you. They will also disrupt other things. But yeah, just I will get the bag ready. there are several guns that go into the bag, and put the flak vest onto Awkward. There, all safe.
I would like to say that this does not fit him.
Oh
He's
no, not at
looking
all.
like he's drowning in it.
It's
And-
not gonna do crap.
And he's
'cause
just
it is
kind of
not
like,
fitting.
he's just kind of like, as if it's a coat, trying to like put it together. Good. No, this is good. This is good. Okay. And the guns are good too. Yeah. No. Okay. We should.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably best not to stay in one place. We got to keep moving. Yeah. The longer we stay somewhere, the more likely he is to find us. We should go.
All right.
Okay, you pile into the Sienna minivan. Who you going to first?
I think
Omaros?
I mean, I think it's too early for either Bobby's Bean House or for the university.
Cam is just being far more pragmatic here.
Yeah, I gotta get
Of all of our
ready.
friends, one is an immortal divine ascended being.
You gotta go get the heavy. You need your tank.
Yeah, we'll go to the condo building.
On the drive there, Awkward is laying on the floor. With the blanket. He took the blanket, by the way. He is on the floor with the blanket over his entire body.
That is Cameron's one and only throw blanket.
When I start up the van at like max volume, there's just death metal pounding, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
I thought it was gonna be fuck the police.
Nice.
Really, Deb? Really? I'm right here.
Called her at 5 in the morning. What do you expect?
Do you call ahead to Amiros, or do you just roll up squad style?
I mean, I don't. Like, I just roll up. Like, I mean,
I'll
the
call.
way,
I'll call
right,
ahead.
Okay. I mean, the way I feel about Amiros, like, I figured, no, like, I can show up whenever the fuck I want to.
Yeah.
Deb, I think you know the code to get in.
Right.
The doorman knows.
The
Deb.
doorman knows you. Yeah, you know
right.
the code. You have to hit on
Right.
the
So,
elevator.
and I want to be clear. Like, under this circumstance, like, Adam knows it's the wrong instinct to not call ahead and give any sort of forewarning. But like in Deb's mind, like it's just like, oh yeah, like I know the code. Like I'll just let us in. It'll be fine, right? It never occurs to her, right? So it's a good thing that Cam is calling.
Okay. So yeah. Oh, Amaros, you get the phone call.
Hell yeah.
You've got the cat curled up under an arm in your enormous bed.
Yeah, I tell him I'll get things ready here. Whatever you need. And I'll prepare some coffee, some freshly squeezed juice. You know, I'll have like some snacks for when they get in.
And like as Cam is making that call, I'll just say, "Oh yeah, oh no, that's right, that's a great idea," and I will call both Harlow and Rob and fill them in and tell them we're going to Amiros' place, and they can either show up when they can, or if they want, I can pick them up.
I can pick up Rob if you want to lift, we can just meet them at Omaros' house. I love Carpool Simulator.
Yeah, no, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. By the way, Amaros, Artemis absolutely does not get up. Doesn't even look at you. Like it's too early. This cat is ostensibly nocturnal, but you know, because you're getting up, and it's not food time. She can't be bothered.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. You're all in the penthouse suite. There's coffee and juice. So okay, so run it
So,
over again. There's a
Rob, you want to be there as well, right? Dawson.
I don't know if Dawson's here.
Huh. True.
He didn't say he stepped away, but
Mhm.
I don't think he's here.
You think? How
He might
long
have
ago do you
fallen
have that
asleep.
gummy, Cody?
Yeah, he might have fallen asleep.
Yeah.
Yo, the Eddie's kicking in, dude.
He very well may be asleep right now.
Yeah.
Rob Hawks continues to be asleep. Rob Hawks sleeps through the phone call.
On
Yeah,
brand.
yeah.
I call him out twice, don't hear him, and I'll just drive up.
Yeah.
I mean, Dawson's really committed to RP. This is impressive.
Is Rob okay? Checks phone. Yeah. He's home. He looks alright.
Funny,
Okay.
I'm also committed to RP because I have to be up at 4:30 tomorrow.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So there's a clown in your dream, but it's not a dream.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty given at this point.
Mm. What does he look like?
Old makeup, but not a lot. Got a
Mm.
hat. It's really creepy. It's not nice.
You think you're seeing visions of a actual person, or do you think maybe you were just I don't know, watching too many scary movies?
Hey, you think I can't tell the difference between reality and fiction?
It's hard sometimes.
It's not this. This is forever. This has been a thing forever. I know the difference between the two. Look, for a long time, I wasn't believed because I was told these were all fantasies, or I had a vivid imagination, or I was a kid looking for attention just making things up. All right? But I've known what these things are for a very long time. And this is exactly what it is. This person is real. And if he's not already here, he's coming. And it's bad.
Okay. Then how do we find it? What do we do? I mean, you know more about it than anyone. You've been having this dream your whole life?
Not him specifically. This was the first night with him. I've just always had this ability to see things. And I saw him, and for once, for the first time ever, he saw me. And that's why it's so important. And I suppose I can reach further, but that puts me at more risk than I'm already at.
Well, you can either wait for something to happen, or you can do something.
Yeah, I mean, we can call around, but we don't have a whole lot to go off of.
Ugh.
We're all here. Nothing's gonna hurt you.
Okay. I would like to tune in.
Sure. Give me the roll.
I don't want to. Oh, I have a current hold of 1. That goes away because we're in a new thing, right?
No, the +1 forward will apply to this. It is the first thing that you have rolled in pursuit of avoiding catastrophe.
Huh.
This is mechanically what your premonition of a 10 is doing. Right?
Oh, I meant like I have a current hold from last
Oh,
mystery.
yeah, no, that'll wash out. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I do have a +1 to this because I'm in a
Yes,
current
you do.
position. Yeah,
Yep.
okay, cool. When? Let's go. Fuck!
And
Oh.
the power leveling continues.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Holy shit. Uh,
All right, let's see
oh
what
my
bad things
god, I
happen.
gotta
Tune
look at
in.
what this.
On a
Oh.
miss, the monster becomes aware of you.
Ah.
Are you?
Okay.
Are we like prepping? Are you like prepping a meditation or something you're doing to tune in, or are you
Yeah.
just like in that exact moment doing it?
No, it's a meditation. And he kind of like when you have a headache and you rub your temples, he's kind of doing that sort of thing. And then when he kind of goes into it, his glasses fall and you can tell that his like eyes are shining as he's looking well beyond you guys.
Okay. Awkward. You have that feeling of like you are kind of sort of mentally zipping around, right? It's like waiting for a radio frequency to pick up on it. And while you are kind of like focus, you don't get any sense of like aware. You don't see anything. All you can hear like in your head, and it feels like all you can hear, like all the sounds in the room go out, is you hear, "Oh, hey there. My name's Rusty. What's your name?" The
He
connection cuts off.
Yeah, he screams. There was the coffee that he was drinking. He put it at his feet. He kicks it across the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And probably some gets on the blanket. Sorry about it. As he is like, as if something's right there and he's trying to escape it. He's like kind of crab walking back, trying to like get as far away from whatever he saw, or rather whatever he heard as he's like breathing deeply and eventually his like senses come back to him and he realizes where he's not somewhere else, he's in Omarosa's place.
Can I? I think you've already explained that you've done it, but can I use my because I don't get to do this thing? Can I use my soothing voice to calm him down?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
I can.
functionally has like consider it like the calm emotion spell. He
Yeah.
has the ability to block panic, anger, negative emotions, anything. Even if it's the thing that freaked somebody out is present, as long as you can hear Amiros talking, you are calmed.
Is it automatic or does he have to roll?
No, it's automatic.
It's automatic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, then his eyes go from like wild and looking around everywhere to like just looking directly at you.
That's it. Just breathe. Stole something.
No, I heard something. It's sorry. Um it's Rusty. He introduced himself to me and then he asked who I was, which is I guess a good thing if you think about it because in my dream he knew my name, but in reality he doesn't know who I am, although he very likely knows where I am now, so we probably shouldn't stay here for very long.
Do you really think he's stronger than Elmaros?
I don't know. But those gremlins almost took our group out. Who's to know what he's capable of? I wouldn't get this premonition. I'm sorry, I wouldn't get this vision if it wasn't something big.
Fear not, Auckland. I will keep you safe.
Okay. Everyone make another cup of coffee.
I'll have to maybe leave Rob to his own devices for a while, I suppose.
I'll put the blanket back on and make a cup of coffee. Leaving the spilled cup on the floor.
Yeah, it's interesting, awkward, but like as Amiris kind of moves away and the influence wears off, the feeling is like the initial animal fight or flight sort of I have to run away panic is gone, and what you're left with is kind of just the jagged edges, right? The
Mhm.
like sort of like your heart was hammering so hard you kind of taste blood a little bit. You're like you don't feel like you want to run and jump and like get in a car and drive until you can't drive anymore, but you can feel the like aftershock echoes of that moment of like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Just a very nowhere is safe kind of feeling.
Uh-huh.
As I get some something to clean up the coffee with, as I'm cleaning it, I ask, well, does anybody know anything about clowns or clowns named Rusty?
I wanted to try to roll and investigate a mystery for what sort of creature is it, because we have more information than just it's a clown. Like it
um
has a kind of awareness.
I will allow it, but the answers may be very limited here
Sure.
because you're
Yeah.
working with a very limited amount of information,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oop. All right. Take it.
We're just not meant to know about these people.
Shit. Okay. Um yeah, keep RPing while I think about that.
What? So it's like it and Freddy Krueger, or is the dream thing not special to this guy? Do you think?
I don't. He's not. He's not infiltrating. They're not dreams. It just happens when I'm dreaming, and it's like I'm watching a movie. So it'd be more like it. It's just
Tim
for the
Curry.
first time the movie watched back, but I wasn't like in the dream vision. I wasn't in danger, but now I am because I reached out to it.
Why'd you do that?
Because you guys told me to. He said we didn't know anything and I was going to gather information. If I reach out, sometimes I can get information, but this time I broadcasted mine.
Better than just waiting around.
You say that now.
You have a gift.
Ah!
I mean, at least you know that the murderous clown's coming for you instead of, I would assume, all the previous victims.
Wait
I
a
just,
minute. You said it had a weapon.
it had many weapons, although it only used one at a time. I don't think it prefers any one type of weapon.
Hmm. Maybe, if there was a way to search for, the recent stabbing victims, but if it's changing all the time.
I think we just need unsolved murders. He might be responsible for all of them.
There are a lot of unsolved murders in this place, in this country. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know about Beeman Bay specifically, but like,
There's a
We
lot in
call them
Demon Bait.
disappearances.
I mean, I call them unsolved murders.
Well, I mean, sometimes people come back, so they're
Hmm.
not really dead till they're dead.
And there's no way of telling that.
Yeah, I'm talking about
what
people who are like dead. We have the bodies. I mean, if there's a killer clown out there killing people with a variety of weapons, I feel like we're finding bodies.
there's no way of knowing that it was even here, that
Yeah.
any of that happened here. Okay, you might not like this, but I'm going to say it. I think you should reach out to him.
you want me to reach out again?
I want you to reach out again too. That's not an official request yet.
I think if you do
Okay.
it one more time and it goes bad, he just gets here, like Bloody Mary, and then questions answered.
I rack my
He
shotgun.
does. He
Hockey?
does the thing where he like shifts his head forward, his eyes are wide, the very like what?
Wait,
Hockey?
do we?
Now listen to me. You can do whatever you want to do, whatever you think is best. And as Harlow has said, at the very least, we now know this thing is coming. And that gives us an advantage that very likely the others didn't have. But it is still a thin bit of information to go on. And seeing as how you're the only one it's had any contact with, it makes it the most likely that you're the one that's going to be able to get us some useful, actionable information. Now, look around this room. No one here is going to let anything happen to you. So if you feel right and if you feel comfortable, I think Almaros is right. You should probably reach out and see if you can find something. And while all of this is going on, Deb is going to remove a wide leather strap that has what looks like an amulet sort of mounted in the middle of it. She's going to remove that from her wrist and place it around Awkward's, and I'm giving him my artifact that is the protective amulet.
Mhm.
What does it
Okay.
do? Does it do anything?
It takes 1 harm per combat encounter.
Ah, okay.
I should say it absorbs 1 harm per combat encounter.
He'll start to sit down kind of in the same position he did before, and he'll say, "Why do I have this sinking feeling that I'm the bait?
Do it.
I'm
we-
gonna."
We can prepare for this. We can invoke the old rites, create a ritual circle, protection. Hmm?
Mhm.
Harlow, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
Can-
I mean, okay, if we're going, if we're trying, are we trying to do it here?
Is there a better place?
I'll look around. Probably.
I don't know. We're high, facing the east. I think the sight lines are good.
All right. And I do know how to get blood out of carpets if it comes to that. So,
Can either myself or Arlo, can we do something to help, like an actual helping role, like either help out or
Yes, God, please.
or for like protect someone, like like
So,
in the act of like doing
I
a
think
protection.
I think that mechanically, Harlow, you have more tools at your disposal to try to get weird with it. Amaros, I think you doing a soothe roll as a part of a help out would help, right? To try to keep Awkward steady.
Okay, cool. So
So-
like I'm soothing, but mechanically it's a help out roll.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mechanically you are able to help with this because the thing you are doing is anchoring Awkward, right? So that Awkward doesn't freak out and keeps his focus.
Okay, so we have a couple of options. We at the minimum,
God. Good.
oh good
God
lord.
almighty.
I need that XP, baby.
Good Christ.
Oh,
Sweet
no.
Christ. I'm looking at
Come
6,
on.
6, 6. We've
Oh,
done 3 6s in a
no!
row, friends.
He's coming.
What are you doing, Harlow?
Well, I might just be summoning the monster into the world.
What if my voice becomes Rusty's voice?
Oh, that's a thought. Look,
I have the option to try to summon it. We could try to literally, like, it knows where you are. We don't know how it travels, but we could try to tell it exactly. Bitch, get up here if you if you want to
Harlow,
talk.
I will say
Don't
that
love
having
that.
not interacted with it, you don't know it well enough to probably pinpoint summon
Defend.
it.
Oh,
You
Perfect.
don't.
I
You
felt too
don't.
easy.
Yeah, you don't know it, right? Like there's true names. There's a whole bunch of other shit that's kind of required for summoning a thing to a circle and keeping it there, right?
We have observe another place or time, but I feel like I'm even less familiar with anything that might conjure. Um, we can banish it from you once he's inhabiting your body.
Mhm.
And then I also have I can activate your ward, which would help you from damage, but is not going to be otherwise beneficial. So if you want to try to contact him and you're worried that might backfire in physical damage, I can ward you now.
I was really hoping for like a +1 going forward.
Can
I'm
Deb
not
try
very good
and
at that.
can Deb try and help out just by trying to keep awkward calm and focused?
You see Amira's not getting it done. You step in, just get more hands on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Good.
come on.
Nailed it.
Sweet
Yes,
Christ.
yes,
Oh
yes.
my god.
Now then.
Oh my god.
We are leveling tonight,
Yeah.
baby.
What the
I-
fuck is happening?
I am inconsolable.
I had so many plans.
Right.
I had things written and everything. Fuck.
All right.
Okay, well,
What?
yeah, you're trying, and awkward is still freaking the fuck out. Cam, you want a hand on the ball?
Right.
Actually, no. While all of this is going on,
Right.
Cameron is going to step into another room. Like he's going to step out onto the porch. I am
Yeah.
going to attempt to deal with the agency.
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead and give me that roll.
I think
Make
Omaris
sure
and I,
nobody is watching.
right.
Pull out the phone that is in my shoe, like
Mm-hmm.
it's not in my
Max
shoe,
Smart.
but like down on my leg,
Yeah.
like where some people would keep like a Derringer, like a sock gun. I have a
Yeah.
sock phone to pull out and
Get the
try to make
BlackBerry
this
out.
call. By the way, this is not good. This is not a good roll for me, y'all. Just so I'm clear.
Okay.
Hey,
That's at a -1. I want to make that
I think
clear.
you sucked like the luck out of everyone. Okay. You're
Difficult Dad, always
so
rolling high.
you in this one, right? You are breaking a level of protocol to call directly and ask for something.
Yeah.
Right? That is the way it works. So
On a 10 up, I'm good. My request for gear or personnel is okay, or my slip up goes unnoticed.
so what are you doing? What's the pitch? I
The
think
pitch
before you
is-
even get to an actual operator, there's like a sequence of like, please press 1 for whatever. And you know that what you need to do right now is say a code phrase and then tell them what you want, because it's going to go directly to someone.
Yep.
Right.
This
And then
is-
you will get reached out to.
Yeah, this is a if you know your party's extension, please dial
Yeah.
it now. And Cameron will give a code phrase of let me make something up here too. He will give a code phrase. I'll think of code phrases later and write them down.
This one-
And then
Go ahead.
yeah, this is Operative O'Brien in Beeman Bay. We have some sort of psychic emanation dressing itself up as an old sad clown named Rusty, targeting one of my contractor staff. I need every information. We can just hear Cam say flapjack.
So you're looking for information, right?
Yep. On not necessarily like entity is unknown, but became aware of awakened individual in said emanation. Need any sort of information on that phenomena happening. This is this is my priority one for the month.
Okay, so to be clear, you've asked for any information about a psychic emanation.
Yeah, and
that's
I have
threatening
described
someone.
everything exactly. I have described everything that Awkward has told me as best I can to provide as much information to my agency as possible.
Okay. The thing you get back very fast, first thing via email, because you said a couple of things that like tripped a trigger, right? So like, okay, send a packet on that, send a packet on that, right? You said psychic emanation and a couple other code phrases, not code phrases, right, but key phrases. And you get a email sent to your phone that it at first looks like a Wikipedia article that you could see that the link is not to Wikipedia, right? It says Wikipedia when you open it up, it looks like Wikipedia, but it does not like you could tell there's some things wrong, right? There's no Wikipedia heading. It's just a text document, right? But it's masqueraded as like a Wikipedia page that you could pass off, right? If somebody was like, "What is that?" Um if you are referring to a psychic emanation, essentially what it tells you is that there are thought forms, there are things made of thought that can manifest and attack people. Usually they have an origin point or an origin like person, like an anchor person. um, Without any further information, it's hard to say what you might be dealing with. But best guess is some form of hostile thought form.
So like a tulpa, he says into a phone that is not even on anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you say tulpa, and I think you get a kind of an itchy feeling like, yeah, that does feel right, right?
All right, I will go back in.
Yeah, so while that's happening, this is a very quick exchange, right? Very efficient. Click, 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 email. You skimmed it pretty fast, got everything you needed. You're turning back around. At this point, just so I understand the stack, now we have Awkward's tune in roll. We've had two people trying to sort of like, I don't know. At this point, it's a little bit like when you see like the like depictions of like, a midwife or something. There's like four people around a pregnant lady who's freaking out, and they're all like, "Oh, it's okay."
Well,
You've got like everybody in the room being like, "Oh, you're good."
I think Omeros and I have devolved into just outright ignoring Awkward, and we're in a friendly disagreement about the best manner in which to do it.
Uh-huh. Actually, Harlow, you have a chance to do some kind of spell. I don't think you you did a spell. You were thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I guess I'm trying to ask Awkward what kind of magic he thinks could actually help him right now.
All I remember is the don't take damage one. What were the other options?
The total options I have, there's some of these just straight up won't apply. You know what? I can do one thing that is beyond human limitations. We can we can like ward a place from a specific type of person or creature. We can trap a specific person or creature. Banish a spirit from a place or person. Summon a monster if we know them, communicate with something that we do not share languages with. That's pretty much everything we have the potential to do right now.
And basically you could do the roll to power his ward, essentially, for use magic.
Yeah.
Because right now it's dormant. It doesn't have any magic in it, but you could put magic in it.
Yeah, and I'm actually waiting until the sun gets up
Yeah.
before I
Mhm.
do that. He's like
Mhm.
actually waiting for the dawn
Mhm.
light.
Um, would doing something beyond human compression, whatever, be like tapping into mind and going with me and giving me a +1 forward?
I like that, but that's up to Cody.
Yeah, that's fair.
What if that's
Hmm.
big magic?
And big
Mm.
magic is a whole different ball game. We'll
I
get to
just want to
that.
see big magic happen.
We could do
Uh,
big magic, but that would be like the
It would
whole
take
day
time. Yeah.
minimum.
um, I think there are a couple like symbols of power you could maybe like draw on Awkward that could potentially, at the very least, shield him from direct harm. As in, like, potentially you could kind of do the just bar it from being able to go into Awkward if that's a worry, right?
Yeah.
Seal it off so that it can't ride back along whatever
Yeah.
connection and get in Awkward's head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if that first pitch didn't work, I was gonna say ward this place against spirit or evil things. Whatever that option was.
I think a ward for a place has to be slightly more specific. With this
Okay.
one, you're kind of using Awkward's own conception of what Awkward is worried about to power the framework for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Because
agree.
Awkward knows what Awkward is worried about. You don't. You only have secondhand. You only have what you've heard, right? You've never
Yeah.
seen it. You don't know it, but Awkward does, and that gives you an in a kind of a technicality way to be like, okay, fine. His conceptual like framework will power it then. You just got to give him like the symbols, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
So yeah.
probably be able to like start building a like magic circle, and then I'll invite him to that when he's ready.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Give me a
Yeah.
use magic roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Woo.
Okay.
man.
Yeah, it
Let's
works
say if you
as
fail this, I'm cursed.
it works as it works as intended. You are reasonably certain that nothing could, well, not nothing, but that what Awkward is worried about could not like possess him, right? It can't get into Awkward.
Awesome.
Alright.
And by like this kind of casting, as he's like set this like he's lit the incense, and as he's kind of as he's doing some sort of metronomic recitations, he's actually going to grab Awkward's hands and hold our hands like palm to palm and like grip like hold it hands in it, so that we're like making a circle over this magic circle. You'll feel like the actual cool energy of moonlight begin to move like from my palms to you.
That's cool.
Okay, Awkward, give me that tune in roll. You are sitting in the circle of power. You've been kind of soothed and encouraged. It doesn't feel great, but like they're there, right? So it's not nothing. Go for it.
Yeah, he'll close his eyes, take a deep breath in, and oh no, that's what it's supposed to be. Got just my one. Oh, yes.
Okay,
All right, yeah,
okay.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Take
Oh my
that. We take that.
God.
Yeah, I like how everybody's like, "Woo!" Get on their feet.
Oh my God.
Awkward succeeded at something. Okay, so per the wording here,
I gotta ask one question.
yeah, you can ask me one. You get a hold, right? But
Yeah,
feels like Awkward might ask one now.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, what
Yeah,
question?
looking through his eyes, where is the creature right now?
You'd see
Yeah.
yourself behind
Oh
you.
my God, hilarious. Oh my God.
So
Don't turn around,
you
Doug.
try to look
God damn
in
it.
and look through at like look out of this thing. There is a brief flash where you're in an alley and your eyes are looking down at a person that is very clearly dead. They have been like it looks like potentially bludgeoned. You can see like the end of a hammer, like a ball peen hammer. Then you can't really feel the shift of like one place to another, but it's almost like just you blink and you are looking at Amiris's apartment building
Fuck
when the
you,
connection
Cody.
cuts.
What's the angle he was looking at it? Like, how does he see it?
From the
Street
front,
level?
from the front across the street. Yeah, street level.
Street
Looking
level.
up. Specifically,
Oh,
the eyes go up directly to the room. So you see
Well,
the
he
eyes
does
start
know
at the
where I
door,
am.
and then the eyes look directly up. And then that's where it cuts off.
Yeah, so I would say during like the whole encounter as he's like looking past Harlow, he's just nice and calm. And then as soon as the vision ends, he like rips his hands away, uh finds the door and gets as far away from it as possible and hides behind the nearest big thing. And just says, "He's here. Oh my god, he's already here."
The lights shut off.
Oh my god.
All of the lights in the apartment shut off. You can hear the fan wind down. There's a few like ambient bits and bobs, Amiros, that you can tell aren't on anymore, and that means power's been cut.
hmm. Amiris turns and starts walking towards the large glass windows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's also like a little patio balcony thing that Cam was just on. If you wanted to go out and like look down, you can. If you want
Yeah,
to just look from your big sort of panoramic window, you could do that as well.
yeah. If I have a way, yeah, I'll step out on the balcony. Is Cam on the balcony still, or is he in with
No,
us?
Cam is coming back in time to see Awkward go sit in the circle. I think time wise, Cam is walking back in as Awkward is getting up and running into the room, into behind the couch.
Okay, so after he's aware that
Yeah.
it's here.
So you hear everything that Awkward just said.
Yeah, I come out on the balcony. I guess like we're like passing each other. We're out all on the balcony. Do either Cam or I see a clown?
No. You
What
look
are you
down at the
doing?
street level and you don't see anything.
Kim, as he comes in and passes, Omeros will go into where everyone is, and as they look around and see Awkward go running off, this is some sort of thought form, like a tulpa. There's somebody whose brain is bringing this thing to life every time they think about it. Awkward, I'm gonna need you to focus on literally anything else right now, okay?
How is that even possible?
All right,
Pink
all right.
elephants. Pink elephants.
Focus. Okay, yeah,
Murdered by clowns.
I was gonna give just focus here. Focus on me. Look at me. All right, look at me. You got the armor on. Focus on me. Don't think. Okay, just let it. The more you think about it, the stronger he's gonna get. All right. So you want him to get real weak. You just put him right out your mind. It ain't nothing.
That can't possibly be true.
Amiros, your cell phone is ringing.
Oh, is it on me or in the apartment? Yeah,
It's
it's
up to
on
you.
me. Yeah, I think actually
Yeah.
if I had people over, yeah, it'd be inside. It'd be actually like on the kitchen island, just sitting up there.
Yeah, you if you answer it,
Yeah.
you hear the doorman downstairs say, Mr. Amoros, are you having any power issues? I just got in and I could see from the street that you don't have it's abnormally dark, and it looks like the circuit breaker has flipped for just your floor. I can't seem to get it back on.
Oh, maybe something tripped on my end. uh, nothing to worry about.
Okay. Yeah, everything is fine. Oh. Uh. There's a guy at the door, just standing looking at me.
What does he look like?
Yeah. A clown, I guess. Clown.
Edward,
He-
I want you to come join me for a cup of coffee, please.
I think I'm gonna just get in. Uh. s- Uh. s- Sir. Um. Hello. Y- Uh. Hmm.
Edward, don't let that thing in. Don't let him in.
Okay. I mean, the door's unlocked. Like, I could stop him from getting in the elevator, but it's front door. It's just glass. It's right there.
Keep him there.
He's
I'm coming
waving
down.
now.
I'm coming down. Keep him there.
Okay, I'm gonna get somewhere where I, I, get- I I'm gonna go in the other room, and then if he's still there in a bit, I'll call the police, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, he's still just waving.
I probably
Kinda
wouldn't
looks
wave back.
Yeah.
Clowns are strange.
Yeah, he's sort of old and sad looking. I mean, it might just be the lighting though. I don't like that, and I'm gonna just go to the other room now.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you hear shuffling, and you can hear kind of like he stands up. Clearly, he stands up like before even thinking to hang up, right? Like you could sense fear, right, as he's getting up and walking away quickly, and then thinks to hang up, right? Like motor sequence was like, get the fuck out and then hang up this phone.
Okay.
So you hear him walking away and breathing for a second, then you hear like click and the phone goes dead.
In the dark of my apartment with what rays of morning light are coming in, um it's downstairs.
Can I ask a couple questions about the layout of the apartment and the building?
Mhm.
Is Omarosa's unit, is it the entire like top floor of this building? Does the elevator open
That's
up into his unit?
that is how I interpret it. Though I think it has like it doesn't open up directly in, but it opens up into like a little foyer, right?
Right. And so the elevator opens
Yeah.
up into a foyer, but the only place that foyer leads is into Omarosa's unit.
Correct. There's a door, right? There's ostensibly like a front door, right?
Great.
But it's
And so,
largely ornamental because
and so
you get out of the
my
elevator.
guess is that the staircase is probably opens to that same foyer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's as you walk through, it is to the right or to the left as you get out of the elevator. But yeah, there's like a door, obviously, I think
Great.
this one actually has like a fire thing over the top of it, like for legal
Yeah.
purposes.
Yeah, gotta have an
Alright.
escape.
Yeah, I'll head out. If I can catch the elevator, I'll jam a piece of furniture in the I'll make it even easier. I'll just pull the stop button on the elevator so that the elevator doesn't function anymore. If I can't catch it, I'll just sit inside the door with my rifle aimed at out into the foyer, waiting for something that is not something I recognize to arrive.
Okay. So yeah, we'll sound off then. Amaros, you said you're going. Do you let everybody know what you just heard over the phone, or do you just start moving?
Well, if Deb is trying to make it so that you're trying to like make a blockade, right? Is
Right. I
essentially
mean, this
what you're
seems like the
doing, yeah.
most defensible position to me.
Right, exactly, yeah. I feel like if you're doing that, if I go, somebody's got to go see, right? Somebody's got to go see.
Probably. And
Yeah.
like what I'm doing is basically doomed the poor door person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like I've
well,
written them off.
yeah, sphere of control.
Yeah. Yeah. I say I have to go check on Edward and see if that thing is down there. You all have this in hand.
Yeah.
Are you insane?
The
Maybe.
other choice is that it's just gonna get you.
There's safety in numbers. Why are we splitting up?
You just pipe down. I will reach in the bag and pull out an assault rifle.
Yeah.
Can I roll my weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use magic to put charge.
God damn it.
Wow.
I'm fucking
Wow.
cursed.
Exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm going to say just you do it and nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you could try again potentially, right? There's no prohibition on trying again.
And
Go on.
oh no, go ahead. You resolve all that.
Okay. I would take another opportunity when I have one, but I can understand if that'll take
Yeah,
a second.
I think that's okay because what happens is like you know the formula, right? You've worked it out and you reach for it, and this is the first time you're doing it in a tense situation, and you fumble for a second, right? And you have to
Mhm.
trace back to the beginning and walk through it more slowly. And instead of doing it in like 30 seconds, it's going to take you a minute or two, right? To get it right this next time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going. You're standing in place, trying to focus. Cam, what do we got?
I am looking around the apartment. I am trying to ascertain like where it's likely to come in. It's probably not going to come in the front door, even though it did come in the door downstairs because this is some sort of thought form. I am trying to read. I'm trying to use my tactical genius and read a bad situation.
Okay, do it to it.
Can roll cool, which is now +3.
You
Hell
right.
yeah.
All right.
Ask me those questions.
That gets me a hold 3.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna
hold.
What?
Yeah, I was saying ask me. I
gonna-
was like, and then no, you can actually hold on to them.
No, I'm gonna spend 1 right now. Actually, I'm gonna spend 2 right now. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? And what's the best way to protect the victims? And in this case, the victims is awkward.
Okay, both of these dovetail a little bit because Deb is watching the stairs. If this is a thought form and it can move linearly, right? Like your thought process just was. The only two other places it could get to, right, are the only two other rooms in here are Amos's bedroom and the bathroom.
Okay.
Technically, there's two bathrooms. There's one off of Amoros's room, and then there's one that's connected to this main room. But otherwise, Amoros's room is just one giant fucking room, right? It just has a giant bedroom off the side and then a bathroom that's also fairly large. But the bedroom door, I think, is open, and the bathroom door is currently closed.
Okay.
So that's the are there any dangers? You're like, okay, if it can just be here somewhere, right? Then you need to cover line of sight.
Yep.
So that there's no place in the apartment that you don't see, right? And
Or get ourselves into a small enough area where
correct. That's the other way of
Yeah.
trying to like, trying to chokehold basically, right? Or choke point rather. There we go. The how to keep them safe. As far as you could tell, if awkward is the target, then the name of the game is to keep awkward away from it. Which means that mechanically you will get, the +1, right? For keeping awkward, basically playing keep away, keep the thing away from awkward, right? Because read a bad situation is not just an answer; it is mechanically you get a benefit from it.
Yeah.
Okay. Amros,
Um,
you're gunning it down the stairs currently.
Well, I was gonna take the elevator. I don't.
Okay.
I figure that's faster than the stairs.
That's
actually,
fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hop in the elevator. Okay. Amros is on the way down in the elevator. It's gonna take a second.
I
At this
share
point-
I share the glance with Deb. No, like we share the glance, knowing like I know Deb will keep them safe.
Yeah. So Cam, you I think are still kind of up in the flow of action, right? Because what you've done just then is assess the room.
yeah,
Which is a relatively
I am.
fast, immediate.
My
thing.
plan is to do a quick check, go through the room and into the bathroom. How big of a bathroom is it? Can the other 4 of us fit in there?
It is obnoxiously big. So
Yeah,
yes.
sort of what I figured.
You could all fit in the shower alone.
Yeah, it actually fits more than 4.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's plenty big.
Actually, it has fit more than 4.
Yeah, I was gonna
As far-
say exactly how many, Sean.
Yeah.
This is a party house.
As far as you can tell, just the size of like the infinity shower nozzle thing could probably bathe at least 3 people at a time standing underneath it.
All right, y'all, we are falling back to the bathroom until Umros gets back. There is one way in and one way out. This thing may not be entirely corporeal, but does seem to have to travel through doors, and does seem to want to scare the piss out of people. So, if we are going to have the piss scared out of us, we're going to be in the bathroom, and we are falling back. Awkward. You get behind me, you put your hand on my back. You do not let go. Do you understand me?
What?
Do you go to get in the bathroom, everyone? Deb, you're still watching the stairs, right?
It's unclear whether Cam's instructions include me or not, so I will ask for that clarification.
Yeah, I am. That is everybody until Omeros gets back.
I will start going to the bathroom and then stop, rub back, grab the blanket, put it back over me, and run into the bathroom.
Okay, I said grab my back, but all right, we're falling back anyway. Everybody, move faster.
Okay.
Harlow, give me that other. Oh, go ahead, Deb.
Yeah. I will follow Cam's instructions. I'm going to do a couple things along the way. The first thing I'm going to do is prop the front door open, right? So, so I've still got some shot at having line of sight,
Yeah.
right, on what's going on there. Any other doors, right, in the unit, I'm piling like pots and pans and glasses in front of so that I can hear if they get moved or if they get opened
yeah.
or
So
whatever.
the doors in question are the at the speed you're gonna need to do this.
Mhm.
You can definitely just close off Amirs's bedroom, which will cover
Mhm.
2 doors. Right?
Yeah,
Because
perfect. That's fine.
that the only other door is front door, and the door you guys are gonna go hide behind.
Great. That's perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, you lay down a couple pots and pans just so that you'll hear.
Right.
Okay, Harlow, give me another roll as you try to execute the sequence of that spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
So yeah, the ward gathers power. Functionally, it is similar to the way Deb's thing works.
Mhm.
It just works a lot less often and less like quote unquote reliably. But functionally, it means the first time you get hit, there will be 2 harm scooped off the top, in
Nice.
addition to the flak vest. So you're
Oh,
about as protected as you've ever been.
The Black Vest actually works.
I mean, Cam doesn't have it right now.
Yeah,
I thought it was
So yeah,
decorative.
that is armor 1.
yep, that's armor 1. Cam doesn't have it. You do. Okay.
What
I
are
think
the
all-
chances upon successfully setting that ward that I'm able to bar clowns from this
Ooh.
specific place?
I think if you get so at this point, I will say, are you all in the bathroom? Have you all piled into the bathroom?
Yes.
Yes.
Door open or closed?
I'm thinking of it being opened in the portal and that being the place that the spell has to take place in.
Okay, so is the door open then to the main room? Right, you're all in the bathroom. You're hunkered down. Cam, is the door open or closed as a start?
Without having an actual floor plan, Cameron would leave as many doors open that would give a single line of sight, if that makes sense. So, like, if the doors are lined up and I could see through them, I will do that. I like see through multiple doors in a row. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The moment you have to make a turn, like
Mhm.
every door beyond that
So,
is closed. I want to
you're
be. I want to give myself as much line of sight as possible.
you're good then to just leave the bathroom door open. You can see more or less the entire living room. You can't see the front door, and you can't see Amirs's room because Amirs's room is basically parallel to the bathroom that you're currently in, right?
Oh, I
So, but
thought this
Amirs,
bathroom was off of the bedroom.
no, there's two. Amirs has two bathrooms. One
Got it.
is in his bedroom, right? He's got a separate bathroom in there that is smaller. Then there's this one, which is huge,
Okay,
and this is off the main room.
got it.
So yeah, door open. Okay. Um, Harlow, you can give it a shot.
Okay. And I think, just so you know, Harlow's mentality going into this is he's banishing clowns. He has no other,
Mhm.
I think, intellectual property that he's anchoring this better to.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck clowns.
Fuck clown.
Yeah, so I think I think uh barring something from coming into a place, I think I will in this case call for the door. The door being closed sort of conceptually means something, right? So you could potentially bar the front, but it might be less successful, right? Because
Mhm.
you're barring a threshold, but you're not like anchoring it the same, right? So
Mhm.
it's up to you. As far as you
Um,
know, it as it is, it'll keep out clowns.
I think I'd still work with what the best knowledge that I have is. It's just that he doesn't have a perfect idea yet. So.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Amiros, we're in the elevator with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ding, 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 ding. The elevator slowed down on the last one. You're looking at the buttons. All the buttons go dark. The light overhead goes dark, and a little emergency light in the corner goes on. You know you've made it 4 floors down at this point. You're not sure if you're in between floors right now.
Okay. Like kind of just head moving, looking at as each thing like occurs in here.
Mhm.
The obvious thing of like just pressing the door
Yep.
open button, right? An emergency button that's
The
in
call
there.
button doesn't seem to be working either, which you would know is that's not supposed to be, right? That's
Yeah,
the
these
one thing that's
yeah.
supposed to work.
Yeah. um so okay. I'd like to bring my hands up in
Uh-huh.
front of my chest and kind of draw them apart and open the bag a bit and
Uh-huh.
try to like bend the metal of the door open somehow.
Okay. Give me an act under pressure roll.
Okay, sick. I can't wait to level up. A 7?
Nice.
So a mixed success. I think this one's just going to be an easy one, which is you are making progress. It is going to take time,
Hmm.
right? Because as you're pulling, it's almost like your strength is increasing in the amount that it needs to get the task done. Like you start off not being able to, right? But then as you apply will, you begin to be able to like your fingers kind of almost like curl into the metal, right? As you start to slowly wrench it. And I think it is just going to take a second for that like strength to ramp up, right? As you
Yeah.
go from normal human levels of strength to applying will to go beyond normal human levels, right?
Excellent. Yeah.
So there's a loud shrieking as you are just now beginning to peel it to the side, middle out, right? As it's sort of beginning to bend and warp and bow with your hands. We cut to back upstairs. It is completely dark. As you all are looking forward, the door slams on the bathroom in front of you. Any of you get startled? Awkward?
Yeah, very, very, very feminine scream.
Yeah, door got slammed. Anybody react to that as a start?
I want to see it, but I'm not going to leave the room.
I would instinctively go sensitive.
Sure, do it. Love
I
it.
don't know exactly what I'm trying to do.
Dunno.
but-
I like that energy. Let's see it.
+1.
Why would +1?
The premonition. I don't know if that counts
No,
here.
that only applied to the first roll,
Oh. Oh, okay.
where
thought
it did not really help.
No, I don't know. Okay,
No,
cool.
it's the difference between forward and
Oh,
ongoing.
thank God.
You gain
so
a
I get a
hazy
hazy impression about something
impression.
important.
Hazy impression. The hazy impression about something important you get is that I'll make it hazy. There you can tell the thing is out in the room right now, number 1.
Mhm.
Number 2, best way I can call it, and I think that this fits in with the hazy sort of the nature of an impression, is that it doesn't feel settled.
I have no idea what to do with that information.
It doesn't feel like it has settled as a thing.
Okay.
But you could certainly tell that it is not human. Not even a
Okay.
little. That one I'll give you for free.
Hooray.
All of you in the bathroom here, thump, 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 thump. Hey there.
Awkward screams again.
My name's Rusty. You can see the door handle get like turned and checked. Doesn't look like it's opening.
And it's been explained to us that it's not that it's a figment of Awkward's imagination, right? But it's somehow connected to Awkward's thought process. And we know that it's that thought process that is bringing Rusty to life.
I mean, I don't think that has formed that coherently, right? Cam has said
Okay.
it's some kind of thought form or something. The speculation is that it might be tied to Awkward thinking about it, right?
Okay.
So potentially, yeah.
Cameron was thinking it's tied to anyone thinking about it. Like it
Okay.
has a weak form of its own,
Right.
but beyond that is
So
it gains strength just from people thinking about it.
So Cam's understanding of it, and if he's given us a basic explanation, is it's basically the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man situation from Ghostbusters.
Not wrong.
Okay, got it. Okay, Deb's. Yeah, I think Deb's going to do something a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sling my rifle over my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to turn around. I'm going to smack Awkward across the face. and then I'm gonna grab him by the lapels, and I'm gonna start screaming at him about how much fucking money he lost at the poker game, and if he doesn't pay me the fucking money, I'm gonna break his fucking legs.
This is
Give
very.
me a charm person roll.
Is this just a charm roll, or is this a manipulate someone roll?
I'd manipulate someone. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, per the way this works, if you basically get to decide like let's see, you get to decide what you would like him to do, and if he does it, he gets an experience, right?
I mean, the
Yeah,
long and short
let me
of
pull
it
it up.
is I want him to focus on me and stop thinking about Rusty. Like, I'm trying to make myself a bigger threat in the moment than this clown thing, so that
Okay.
he's worried about why I'm freaking out on him, and he stops thinking about this fucking clown.
Hey, awkward.
Yeah.
I got something fun for you.
Oh god.
So,
Oh,
Deb,
no.
Deb's got a situation here where if you focus on Deb and you
Mhm.
choose to do that, you'll get a +1 to experience, right?
Yeah, I
That
see where this is going.
and that's good for you, I think.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
But there is a little piece of your brain that says it's time to stop being afraid and to just go take it down. And so that's what I'm asking you politely to do.
Uh-huh.
You could say no, right?
I
Deb's
am
got another
looking
offer on the table.
I am looking at my abilities real
Mhm.
quick.
Hey, you're doing the inventory.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I am going to focus on Deb.
Okay. You can feel you haven't done this in a while. You
Mhm.
haven't chosen to not do what it asked you to do.
Mhm.
And in that moment you feel a kind of like it almost feels like and almost you can hear it in your head like a piece of paper just getting torn into, just a
Mhm.
and the site shuts down. That's the first thing you notice. It's the only obvious thing right now, but you do get the +1 forward. You are focused on Deb.
Yeah, I think Deb, after smacking him, like his glasses came down a little bit and his eyes went from like this glowy blue to like brown.
Yep. You all hear a knock on the door again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cameron will call out. Wait, I hear a knock on the door.
Yeah, it's been pounding on the door because the door slammed shut.
I'm gonna
And
shoot
so
through the door.
yeah. Yeah. Give me the how much damage. You got your rifle, right?
I got my assault rifle.
You get
Let me. I gotta kick some ass. Where's my kick some ass move? Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I
The
get well.
the tags on the assault rifle are far area, loud, and reload, along with 3 harms. Son of a
Oh
gun.
no.
Interesting.
Hold on. Hold on.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Don't do it.
Man, do I really want to be down
If-
3 luck?
You feeling lucky?
Second
You guys
mission.
are doing so bad this time. I love it.
Feeling lucky?
I had a whole plan for an investigation, and you all said, "Fuck it, we ball."
Take your experience and move on.
Yeah, I'm marking the experience.
Gun. This one's easy. Gun jams.
Uh oh.
So you go
Fuck!
to like do it, and it's the action's all fucked.
I'll just throw it. Throw it and then realize that my bag is out in the hallway.
Oh.
I think instinctively hearing the gun go off, Deb's gonna wheel, and in the process of dropping awkward and wheeling around, the gun comes off her shoulder. The rifle comes off her shoulder, and she's gonna aim through the hole that Cam just created.
Oh, I didn't make any holes. My
Yeah,
gun
it
did not
didn't.
Oh, your
fire.
gun,
The
your
gun-
gun
the gun
jammed.
My
jammed.
Okay.
gun
Full
straight
jam.
jammed.
Yep.
Great. So I'm going to wheel around. I'm going to aim for the hole that Cam just created, and seeing none, right? I'm just going to do the quick calculation. Okay, average height, average
Yeah.
weight, pounding on the door. Got to be right about there.
Yeah, go for it. Kick some ass.
There we go.
Okay, Deb.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think you fire through the door. How much damage is it?
Hunting rifle is 2 harm.
Okay. You fire through the door and you hear, "Ow!" And then you all hear gunshot as a bullet comes back through the door at you, Deb.
Mm,
You take 2 harm.
okay.
Can
Anybody
I
can
go?
try to protect someone on that if you want to.
Since I have everything, I will attempt to protect someone.
Birds being brave, hell yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Which one is it? Oh, protect someone. Okay, cool. Is it tough? Oh no.
Yep.
He's
Oh, I
just
have one
farming
going forward.
XP.
I need
He's
a
farming.
hero. I'm calling out for a hero till
Holy
the morning
shit.
light.
He tosses the blanket off.
He's gotta be strong. And he's
Runs.
gotta be fast. And he's gotta be larger than life.
Eat
So
that bullet.
yeah, I have the one from the manipulate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sure
Just
do.
making sure before I submit. Submit. Okay. Let's see. I've never done
Yeah.
this before. What does that do? Let's see. Protect
You get to
them.
take some
Yes.
or all of the harm.
I will take all of it because that means I take none, right?
Correct. The 2 would make it through. Both the Deb's ward and actually, so in stack order,
Mhm.
only one is going to make it over the top of you. So I'm going to rule that just for future reference, I think
Mm.
Harlow's goes first.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
Harlow's burns out, but
Mhm.
Deb's ward is still in place. Deb's amulet, I should say.
Okay,
Because
cool.
armor happens first, then damage reduction. So armor, the shot would have probably hit you in the back.
Mhm.
Instead, it hits the flak jacket and just punches the shit out of your back, right?
Mhm.
But right before the force would have actually got you, you can feel Harlow's like amulet around your neck, or I don't know what form it actually is. Harlow, what did you decide for awkward?
So he would still have one of the necklaces.
Got it.
But these, like, as they kind of sit around your neck in sort of the shape of a torque, there is like a pair of antlers that sort of sits on your shoulders and like over your chest a little.
Yeah. And no harm gets through. There's a brief moment where you almost feel like the phantom sensation or like the anticipation of pain, but nothing happens. Who's going now? So that happened, right? Deb shot, it shot. We're in combat now. Amiros, downstairs, you are managing to wrench through. You realize you're gonna have to sort of shimmy down because you're halfway through the floors, right?
Yeah, no
So you're
no
gonna have to get
problem.
out and then scale down.
Yeah, I do that.
The next thing I'm gonna ask for from you is an act under pressure roll to move perfectly to get back up the stairs at a superhuman pace, right? Because you want to get back to or do you want, actually, better question, do you want to go up or down?
I don't know any of that's happening, so
Right, you going down.
going down to the
Okay.
lobby.
Then you can choose. I'll give you the choice to do act under pressure or just execute what you were doing, right?
What would the active under pressure gain me then?
You'd get to the lobby faster. So
I will
potentially
do that.
you would get to the lobby, see that nothing is happening, and then try to get back to the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do it to it.
An 8.
Okay. Our choice price to pay. I think you can get to the lobby, but you are going to be doing some property damage as you run down the stairs. As you are, like, the properties of your body, right, that make it slightly superhuman. In this case, to go faster, you start to like just vault over the rail of the stair, right? And like you're landing, and as you're landing, you are leaving like foot-shaped craters as you're like jumping from one floor to the next, right? You're just vaulting the railing down one floor instead of
Something
running.
tells me Omeros is not concerned about his security deposit.
Yeah, this one's not that bad, but basically you realize, like, fuck running, and you just start to jump, right? You're just jumping over each of the stair rails to get down a floor without having to like run around the corner, right?
Yeah.
And as you do, you're leaving foot-shaped like indents in the cement.
It is unfortunate. It's hard to explain sometimes.
Yeah.
I do move around a lot.
Yeah. Okay, you get to the lobby and nothing seems to be wrong here. You burst
Okay.
into the lobby and immediately look, and you don't see Edward. So your guess is that he's back in the room, right? And you don't see anybody at the door.
Okay.
We will quick pan back up to upstairs. Upstairs, we're hold on. The answer is plot, Doug. Basically, you won't be without powers for the entire mystery, because that's ridiculous. But I will withhold them for the moment, right?
Okay, that's fair.
So you'll get them back, I promise. For the moment, I'm just going to hold them to make you powerless.
Yep, that's fair.
Okay. Back upstairs, we're basically in combat now. I think that means that Cam shot, Harlow, you have an opportunity to do something, right? Because the last thing you did before, so it would be you and Awkward have the opportunity to do an action.
Right. Do we have visual on the creature yet?
There's a hole through the door, and it's a little too dark to see anything out there, right? Because what little ambient light there is from outside is being blocked by a body, probably in front of that hole. So you're pretty sure he's there, actually. It makes it kind of easier in that way to see that he's there behind that hole in the door, right?
Yeah, and the hole is made by a hunting rifle, so it's not
Yeah,
like a shotgun
it's-
size hole. It's not enormous.
It's a pinpoint hole, but it's still enough to see, if only because it is backlit currently in it's basically shadowing the door, right? Otherwise, you'd probably see into the room. So
Yeah.
you know it's right there.
Okay. Knowing then how dark it is, and that I don't actually have real night vision, I am going to scramble up to the door with my two hands up so that my fingers and thumbs are touching to make a circle, and I'm going to like place that circle immediately over the hole and affirm some words of power, and I'm going to try to do harm through that hole
With use magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it to it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear from the other side. Oh. Now why'd you do that?
I'm going to then sit down on the ground with my back to the wood door itself so I can kind of feel when the pressure shifts.
Okay. Awkward, you're up.
Okay, so my powers are gone,
Right.
but is my preparedness there?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm going to try
Yes,
and
actually.
ruffle through my fanny pack and see if I have something for this situation.
What? Okay, so you tell me what you're looking for.
Can I tell you after?
Okay, yeah. Roll, and then we'll see if you even find anything, and then you can tell me what.
Yeah. All right, let's roll sharp. Oh my god, sharps are the worst. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. We got this.
notoriously.
Notoriously bad at sharp. Yep. Oh my
Yeah, hell
god!
yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, so preparedness. I got to remember what this does.
When you need something unusual or rare, roll sharp. 10 plus if you have it here right now, which I do.
Okay, what?
So
And
let me
again,
know if
you
there's
can't.
something.
Go
What?
ahead.
Let me know if there's something better to have. But I want to pull out a door stopper.
Thanks.
You're just gonna put a door stopper in the door.
A strong one.
Yeah, a door stopper. Get a door stopper in your fucking your jacket pocket. It's good. It's just what you needed. You got one. Now what?
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run up and jam the door and just like step back and give Harlow a thumbs up and then run back.
You jam it in, just kick it a couple times to make sure it wedges properly.
Yeah.
Please, 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 for the
It's-
love of God, please tell me this door opens out.
I think it
No. That's not how bathrooms work.
Okay, it opens in. You know what? Now there's a bright, almost fluorescent orange, scuffed all the shit looking door stopper that you've wedged in the corner of the door. Fuck. I don't know why that got me. It's so fucking you
It was
did
either
all this
that.
pop.
It
You
was either
used
that
a
or
14 to ask me for a door.
I know.
I like the little like when you hold it up and there's like the flashback to when you got it in the first
Yeah.
place.
Flashback to you like where this one you just straight up stole from a store. Like it was on the ground, propping a door open to the back, and you're just like, "Well, I want that," and you just picked it up and put it in your pocket.
Then I like took it and then the door like closed behind me.
Yeah, you took it, the door closed. It was like the door to the back, right, in a store, and you're just like, "I want it."
The
Took
door
it, door
outside,
closes.
someone's out on their smoke break.
Yeah.
Can't get back in.
Okay, so the door stopped there. Harlow's on the ground in front of it. Awkward is now scrambling back to get behind the other two of you. I am going to say that yeah, you know what? You hear this again in the same sort of rhythm and like not particularly louder or more urgent. Another thump 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 on the door, and on the other side says, "Well, if you won't come out, I, I, then we're not gonna have any fun." Uh, you, Cam, you recognize it right before Deb does, as you both hear the click of a safety coming off, and then a bunch of bullets rip through the door. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna roll a D8. 1 and 2, we'll just go around. 1 and 2 is Harlow. 3 and 4 is Awkward. 5 and 6 is Deb. 7 and 8 is Cam. Sound good?
Mhm. He really wants me dead.
Awkward. Okay. As you are running into your back, tap tap tap. It weirdly feels like a bee sting as one makes it through. The ward on your chest overloads. The flak vest saved you from one, but one harm makes it over the top at you. As you catch a bullet, I think, in your shoulder, as the what is clearly like full auto
Yeah.
must like have bucked up a little bit, and the shots trended up. Okay, what's everybody doing? Oh, if does somebody want to try to protect someone on Awkward there?
Don't do it. Just let me take the hit.
Can I try to move up?
I want to see so that was one round. So I want to see another round, and then we'll resolve you're trying to get back up.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So we've got open to anyone. Cam, Deb, Awkward, and Harlow. You're in the bathroom. This fucking clown has just ripped through with some kind of full auto action.
Ted, is there any rules about fixing your firearm?
I was just gonna ask if that's something I can clear or if that's out for the combat on that
I
failure.
would give that one on an act under pressure, right? But that would
Okay.
constitute your action.
That's fine.
But I don't see any
I-
reason why you couldn't clear it, right? It just
Yeah,
it's hard to do because you're in the shit.
I will go ahead and try.
Yeah, easy.
Holy cow.
Cool.
Wow.
I didn't
You
even know it went that high.
I'm gonna say you can probably,
Boxcars and a +3.
because a mixed success would be something like it takes more time than you'd like. I think you just clear it and can probably shoot.
Okay. I will try this again. We ain't coming out, you ain't coming in. And shoot. There we go.
Okay.
This is loud. It is one of my
Yeah.
tags, and it
How
is
many-
3 harm.
3 harm. Okay. 3 harm comes back at you as there's just an immediate response of gunfire. There are a bunch of holes in the fucking door now, and a lot of wood just exploding in and out now. As the gunfire comes through, so you take 2 harm actually, right? Because
Yeah,
you don't
because I
have
have
your flak
battlefield
vest.
awareness.
So I'll give anybody want to react to that.
I'll do it.
Awkward's just feeling it. Okay. Give me a protect
I like to
someone roll.
think, not that I'm actively trying to do this, but the one that clipped me, like
Yeah.
pushed me in the way.
You're
Yeah,
getting
just
bounced
under the
between
shoulder or
bullets.
some-
All right, here we go. Oh,
Hey!
Okay.
So you get to throw on an additional effect. What is it?
I
Oh shit, that's right.
take less harm.
I would like to let's hold the enemy back. Let's hold the enemy back.
You want to hold the enemy back.
No, what is that? I don't know what
Uh,
like mechanically that means.
I don't know. It'd be like just I don't know. Like let's say you like a werewolf was trying to bite you, right? It'd be like holding
Okay.
it at arm's length for a second.
Okay,
It's
so I'm
kind
not
of
here.
vague. Yeah.
Yeah, let's inflict
That
harm on the enemy.
Okay. I'm gonna say that one might be difficult without powers.
Okay. Okay.
There's
Then
mostly
let's.
ways-
if you try to hold it back, that might actually give me the chance to look at it, and if I can see it, I can get us to a pretty good potential read a bad situation that might give us something helpful to do.
You want him to touch it?
No, well, I mean, there's the door. I'm thinking, I don't know. Well, like
Or
that's
you-
the effect. The effect is hold it back. He doesn't have to like
Or you could just
literally there.
make it simpler and say, I want to take one less harm, right? And then you
Yeah,
make
I
it
was
so
about to
neither
say
you
that.
nor
There you
Cam take
go.
any damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Right.
that.
Because it's split. Okay. So yeah, that is what happens. The damage gets split to, well, technically one damage will make it through. I'll give you the option of if it's you or Cam.
Cam.
Okay.
Sorry, that was
So
a little
Cam takes only 1 point of damage. You take 1 point of damage. But yours cancels out, so you take no damage.
Okay, yeah.
Wait. No, actually, all of it cancels out because you took 1 less,
I was taking 3.
which was 2. Made it
Yeah,
over
which
the top.
reduces to 2. So if
Yeah,
he's
so easy. He's already got it. Yeah.
okay, so I do
No damage is
okay.
exchanged. Mhm. Okay. You all hear a thump on the other side of the door. As in like on the floor.
Like body thump.
Do you
Mhm.
peek through to look?
Deb
Heck no.
is going to say out loud, Siri, text beefcake 911. And that will send a text to Omeros.
Uh-huh.
And as she does that, she's looking through one of the bullet holes in the door to see if that thump is something hitting the ground.
Yeah, those of you who are looking through, you see fucking dead clown on the floor. You can't see where Cam got him, but Cam must have gotten him.
Ah, thank God.
Is it still moving?
Doesn't it looks pretty fucking dead.
Okay.
Uh
I have a weird question.
mhm.
So whenever I see a new type of creature, I can ask it an investigate a mystery question.
Mhm.
I want to ask, what was it going to do? I have to roll for it, but oh wait, no, I don't. I have to.
No, you
I just
don't.
get to. Yeah.
What it wants to do, the kind of flash of insight you get is very simple. Fear, death.
Okay.
Make him
Freddy Krueger.
afraid, kill him.
Gotcha.
It's not necessarily, it doesn't even feel like it's feeding or anything. It's just
Mm-hmm.
make him afraid, kill him.
Just chasing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I'll just say that and just say Omeros was right.
Do you all open the door? Or do you like
I-
just put another round in it?
I am on the opposite side of the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think we can wait a minute, but Omeros is going to be coming back, and we should probably make sure that it's not him, the corpse, then us on the other side of a wall.
Okay. If there is no resolution on whether you're leaving immediately, then at this point we will go over to Amoros. Give me one more act under pressure to just fucking gun it. Like at this point now, you're just gonna try to jump, right? As much as fucking possible. You're just gonna Hulk jump. You try to get your way up the stairs.
We are moving. Please, XP. Yes.
The failure con for this is I think you are like on the 3rd floor and you've got the rhythm down, and then you just slam into the wall when you try to jump. Instead of like clearing it to get to the other side, you jump a little too hard and slam into the underside of the stair above you. I don't think there's any harm, but I think it just slows you down for a second, right?
Yeah.
As it kind of jostles you.
Yeah.
So you'll just get a little delayed. You probably won't be there at the time point. You get the text from. I think actually you get the text as
Right
you
after you
slam back
slam.
down. Yeah, you get the text from Deb.
Right, I'm like I'm kind of like sliding on the floor, just like
Yeah.
catching my breath for a moment, phone buzzes, pull it out. Sigh.
Yeah.
Like, get back up.
I think the thing that actually slows you down is this brief moment, like, knocks you out of your kind of superhuman zone, right? Like, it like resets you back to like you try to like jump it and you aren't quite able to jump it, right? Like your strength and your speed sort of reset for a second.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I gotta ramp back up. Okay, upstairs. You're in the bathroom. You peek it through. Looks like there's a dead clown on the floor. You don't see a weapon.
Uh, yeah, oh boy, I get the feeling some of those bullets were just us shooting back at ourselves without realizing it.
Oh,
I
Ted,
will.
you and I have the
Yeah.
same thought.
Yeah, hand off the rifle to Deb. Keep him covered anyway. I'm gonna open the door.
Will do.
And I will open the door.
Okay. Cam, what kind of gun do you have again? Is it full auto or like burst?
It's an assault rifle, but I just handed it off to Deb.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying like the shot pattern, basically.
Oh yeah, it's an assault rifle.
Yeah.
It
Uh,
covers an area. I can
yep.
spray and pray.
You step out and see the body of a clown. It is wearing all of as I've described it, although it looks like the hat has fallen off. It looks incredibly dead, eyes staring sightly at the ceiling. You basically put one round in each of its collarbones and then one round through its forehead. And so it's just sitting bleeding out on the carpet right now, which I imagine is white carpet because that feels appropriate for this penthouse. But yeah, your shot coupling there was pretty good. You got him. There's no movement. You look around, you don't see like a weapon or anything.
I will nudge it with my foot just to be sure.
Yeah, nothing.
I will take my 9mm off my hip just in case. Nudge it one more time.
Nothing. Just it looks, it feels, it just seems like a dead body.
All right, y'all. I think we got it.
Oh, you still have one more hold actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm about to just re-ask, are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Actually, I'm going to go with, what's my best way out? I want to get us all out of here. Fuck this place. Sorry, Omeros, your apartment is full of dead clowns.
Best way out is almost always the stairs.
All right.
Because
then in that case,
elevators, you don't know the elevator's broken, but that's why stairs is almost always
that's
the
why
best way
stairs
out.
are safe. Oh, geez. I just noticed the part on read a bad situation. If you act on the answers, get +1 ongoing while the information is relevant.
Fuck.
That would have been...
That you would have had a couple +1s there.
Yeah, I failed on a 6. So, oh well. Oh no, I'll keep that
I
experience.
need to remember better.
Yeah. I had it opening on my sheet, so I should probably just learn how to actually read.
And that's
that would
the
help.
one you didn't use. You chose not to use luck, right? You just took the
Correct. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly, when I investigate a mystery, I may also ask what magic was done here. And I'm kind of curious if there's anything special that we have, anything magical and weird we have yet to discover about what kind of looks like an old man we've shot and killed.
Yeah. So the answer to what magic was done here. Your like as you are kind of sweeping it with your sort of magic feelers, right? You get the sense that that whatever it is, which by the way, Occam's broadsword would kick in, right? And also tell you that this is an unnatural creature. As for what magic was done here, its ability to move around certainly seems anomalous. Just based off of what you know, right? It was on the street, then it was outside the door, right? And presumably you don't know if it went up the stairs, if it passed by Amoros. You don't know anything about downstairs, right? But it seems to move very fast. Maybe anomalously so, right? So that to you, that's like the primary magic that was done is some anomalous manipulation of space. You feel like it might have the ability to do that in other ways, but you without seeing it, right? And the fact that it's dead, I think, makes it a little harder to nail down what that means.
Okay. Well, guess we just wait for another one to show up if we want to learn anything else.
Amoros, at this point, I think you are clearing. You've ramped back up in speed. You like slam into the door to get to the like penthouse, the stair door, right? As it swings in and just slams into the wall. You come rushing in. You see Dead Clown on the floor, bleeding onto the carpet.
Yeah, there's like kind of a bit of a skid as like the kind of like that golden magic of his like kind of fades like steam away from him.
You hear Artemis Morale very loudly, locked in the bedroom.
What the fuck is this?
I'm assuming this is it, right? Awkward.
What are you talking about? Like, is this the thing I've been seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So he kind of like lifts the blanket up, which has been shot, by the way. Lifts the blanket up and like, yeah, that's it. And brings the blanket back down.
Great. Good. Looks like we got it.
Everyone safe?
Yeah, I think so. Anybody
Anyone
dinged
hurt?
up?
Anyone hurt?
I'm fine. Deb, you good? Awkward? Harlow?
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
all
get shot.
good. I'll head into the bathroom and move the blanket aside and lift Awkward up. How you doing, kid? You held together pretty great. You all right? And I'll start patting
no.
Awkward down.
You can see blood on Awkward's shoulder.
Oh, yeah, well, looks like you've been hit. You didn't even say nothing. A lot tougher than you let on. Why don't you
I
come
think
on
I
out,
did.
see if we can't fix that?
I think it was shock that made me not notice, but it does hurt now.
All right, well, let's see what we can do here.
Can I try to heal Awkward?
Yeah. If you want to just step in and like preempt any non-magical, just do a quick lay on hands.
Yeah, I'll try some lay on hands. I walk up to Awkward and as I use the energy from the bag to kind of draw out the bullet and heal well, attempt to heal the wound. We'll see how it goes. I tell you, I told you I wouldn't let any harm happen to you, and here you are.
Is that an apology? Because I got shot. God damn it!
Holy
Oh my
fucking
God.
shit, guys!
Yes. Fucking cursed.
Yes.
I swear to God. Okay, so you take harm, right? Or-
Yeah, on a miss, I hurt you.
Oh,
You
my
hurt me?
God.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the bag, the healing energy, like the golden radiance, like turns to dark smoke, and like the bag hunkers.
I would like to try and protect someone here.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
does
the
my
way
ability
Amoros,
that
you
kick
can
in?
try
way-
as well.
the way I'm going to do that, right, is to use the new move that I got, which is called "Let's Get Out of Here."
Yeah.
Right? And the second I see that smoke turn black, I'm just gonna awkward step back, take 3 steps back right now.
Okay, give me the roll. Is it? I think it's a roll, right?
Yeah, it's a roll. It basically it allows me to use charm instead of tough to protect someone.
Okay, do it to it.
Hey!
Yeah, cool.
Okay. What's your extra effect?
Take one last damage.
I'll take that damage instead of I'll take.
Well, yeah. So you would take it, then you get to decide like one extra thing. Like in this case, the simple answer is almost always take one less harm.
Oh yeah,
for instance.
absolutely. Particularly here, it's yeah, it's the only one that really applies is to take one
Okay.
less harm.
I think the effect is you step forward and just like quick thinking, throw the blanket over the bag.
Okay.
The tattered blanket, you just rip it off of it awkward. Like awkward kind of had it like a little bit braced, sort of like the electric blanket style, like around the shoulders. You rip it off and just throw it forward onto Amiros, but mostly onto the bag that Amiros has like moved his hands towards. So no harm makes it through.
Great.
I'm so sorry. As you can see, like the bag, he tightens the bag. That normally doesn't. Are you okay?
No. This has been a really bad day. I need to lay down.
As he says that, the camera pans just a little bit to the left and like lets the focus resolve to see that it is 4:46 a.m.
I actually have a couple questions. Namely, what happened to the clown? What happened to the door?
You can see the porcelain beyond, and the bathroom is all fucked up with bullet holes.
Yeah. I go let Artemis out. I go pick up Artemis.
Yeah, first you have to move a bunch of pans away from the door.
Yeah. Also, the pans? Not the hexclad, please.
Okay, so I think what happened is that we were really worried that it was gonna go as bad as last time did, and we maybe overkilled. But that worked out pretty good. I mean, only one of us was hurt.
And I was kind of the intended target. So
If this thing is a thought, then how is it there?
I think it just like smells thoughts. How it found us or found awkward.
Mm. Well, do we sense any more rusties?
yeah, about that. I may not be sensing things for a while.
That seems like that'd be a good thing. You were really strung out, man.
I mean, for like my mental health, sure, but like as a member of the team, I don't know if it's that helpful. I'm kind of just a guy with a fanny pack now.
But not a panic attack.
Yeah, I should be safe from those for the time being.
Maybe you just are a bit excited. I'm sure it'll come back.
It generally does, but there's no real time frame.
Sometimes these things have a way of waxing and waning, like the moon.
Right.
It's at a full
Also-
moon today.
Awkward.
Mhm.
You're not a member of the team conditional upon how helpful you are. You're a member of the team. Understand?
I mean, I guess, but what can I do for you? I'm just a liability now.
Oh, that's not right at all. Who's the one who made sure that door wouldn't open again?
Fighting with a doorstop isn't as effective as realizing the monster's outside the house.
Oh, I don't know. When we were stuck in that bathroom, I don't think anything could have been more helpful than a doorstop. But again, that's not helpful or not, isn't the point. The point is we do what we can to help one another and to be there for one another. It doesn't matter what powers you have, what abilities you have.
I suppose. He smiles.
Well said, Deb.
What are we going to do with this piece of shit? I kick the clown.
Burn it.
Yeah, it's actively bleeding still.
Cam, I suppose you have people for this.
I do.
And who should I send the bill to?
It'd be my agency. I think we can handle that.
What is your agency's Italian marble budget?
Do you have a concrete guy? Because there's some damage.
Oh no. I will remind everyone that one of the negative tags for my agency is budget cuts. We obviously cannot handle this.
If Deb doesn't have a concrete guy, I'd be shocked.
I mean, I've got like 7 concrete companies on trash. As a matter of fact, like, look, if you want this body removed, I'm sure I can get the body removed.
I was thinking of new carpets anyway.
I mean, look, if we want this body removed, there's a big skyscraper going up about 3 blocks from here. They're pouring the foundation any day now.
Though, Cam, actually, what we will need help with is explaining to the building that there were gunshots.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer. I mean, clearly this peer person was just deranged and it was self-defense.
A break-in.
Mm-hmm.
A home defense.
Home invasion
Luckily-
gone wrong.
And luckily, law enforcement was already on the scene.
I hate to ask, Amiros, but did you find Edward?
No, but I think he's okay. I think he was just in his there's like a little break room right outside the front. So strange though. On the way down, the elevator stopped.
That is strange since this thing got up here real quick.
I thought for sure it'd be down there. Because it didn't sound like Edward opened the door, and I thought maybe it has to have an open door.
Yeah, it didn't even try to open this door, actually.
Oh, well,
it just
yeah,
sort
it
of
did.
banged on it.
No, it jiggled that handle, if I remember correctly. Voice on high, do I remember correctly?
Yeah,
Yep.
it like jiggled the handle.
Well, it jiggled the handle, but it didn't like turn it because it didn't like push on the door.
Wasn't the door
Am I
wasn't that
mistaken?
warded magically?
Yeah,
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why I couldn't get the door open.
That's how what I thought.
Well, the
That's why I
threshold
couldn't get
was
it open.
warded. You would know, Harlow.
yeah.
How that
also just-
interacts with the door, you're not really sure, right?
Yeah, I guess not. I was just assuming that maybe we manually locked the doorknob.
That too. Nobody said it explicitly, but it seems likely that you would have. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels foolish to not do it when the whole point was to barricade.
Mhm.
Okay. Do we can we montage getting this body cleaned and like
Oh,
police
Christ.
coming and Cam's agency doing stuff here?
I will say we will come back next week to the immediate fallout of Rusty's body bleeding on the carpet.
Okay.
We'll put a pin there because I want to stay in that moment. And I don't want to montage it just yet. Though, we are also watching a show.
Mhm.
And as the sort of voices become more and more indistinct, the camera zooms out of the window. And it goes high up into the sky. It is not a full moon, but it is nearly full. And so as the clouds clear for a moment, it's much brighter than it was a moment ago. The camera sweeps across the city, and we see well in advance that it is headed towards what must be the outskirts. Um, Only a moment later, we are standing looking at the edge of the High-Boar Forest. It is currently rather misty. It is just very damp seeming at the moment. But we see two figures, first indistinct and then made clearer, come slowly walking out of the forest as they exit the kind of dimness below the trees and enter into the moonlight. And we see two Rusties as they turn, look at each other. They simultaneously reach out, shake each other's hands, uh, and then again simultaneously say, "Hi, I'm Rusty. What's your name?" And that is where we will end this episode.